Hello, everybody. I had my back turned. I was doing. Look at wow, it fucking filled right up quick. I ain't even read the chat yet.
Chris Plant here, excited to tell you that we already have over 100 listeners booked for our July 2026 Mediterranean Sea Cruise. If you haven't booked yet, what are you waiting for? Join in on the fun. Visit ChrisPlantCruise.com.
Are your paid search campaigns struggling to drive real growth? Viant reaches your audience where they really are on streaming TV. Visit ViantCTV.com to learn more.
The fuck?
From unsolved mysteries to unexplained phenomena, from comedy gold to relationship tales, Amazon Music's got the most ad-free top podcasts, included with Prime. Download the Amazon Music app today.
Motivated harassment and prosecution by the federal government. As they continue to mourn Kirk's loss, Turning Point USA appoints his widow, Erica, to serve as its next CEO. And she'll have a big operation to oversee.
Requests for new chapters of Turning Point USA have skyrocketed from the 2,100 current chapters to more than 54,000.
Fox's Marianne Rafferty. The House Oversight Committee grilled D.C. leaders today on crime in the city. Congressman Paul Gosar says D.C. law allows 24-year-olds to be charged as minors.
By allowing adults to be tried as minors, Washington, D.C. is aiding and abetting criminal activity.
Council Chair Phil Mendelson says that's incorrect. He says the youth sentencing law defines younger adults as under 24.
But that's not the same as they're being prosecuted as juveniles.
He says the law allows people under 18 to be prosecuted as adults if they've committed the most serious crimes like murder. With federal funding hanging in the balance, gender, bath, and locker room policies remain front and center for Northern Virginia schools.
It is remarkable to me. The Trump administration has targeted 5 Northern Virginia districts, some of the best school divisions we've got in our state.
Senator Mark Warner reacting to the latest post from Education Secretary Linda McMahon offering her department won't certify magnet schools in Fairfax County for, quote, following the law when clearly they're not. Fairfax, Loudoun, and Prince William counties, Arlington, and Alexandria City public schools also face a loss of federal funding over those policies that allow students to use facilities based on chosen gender, adds Warner.
I don't know how you can force a school division to go against an appellate court ruling, which is, at least at this stage, the law of the land for Virginia.
Scotland on WMAL and WMAL.com.
The DOE has given FCPS until 5 p.m. tomorrow to ditch its policy. A new audit finds Maryland's social work agencies inadvertently exposed foster children to convicted felons.
The report from the Department of Legislative Services found the agencies failed to administer proper background checks for service providers, leaving the door open for children to be exposed to offenders. Some 280 foster children were placed under the supervision of unlicensed providers, whose employees included someone who was listed on the sex offender registry and another who'd been convicted of murder in 1990. The same audit found the state overpaid foster care providers by $34 million. Maryland House Republicans released a statement calling the findings disgusting and infuriating. WMAL and WMAL.com.
Checking your money, the Dow closed up 124 points, tracked them overnight.
This week on Celeb News, the Hollywood glow-up you never saw coming.
Oh, you fucker?
DirecTV. They're shaking things up with flexible options that fit any kind of taste and budget. They only look like $1 million, baby. They got packs with live TV and streaming for 1 second.
It's all good. I'm going to start right off trolling Angie. All right, she has 2 channels. Here's one of them right there. Oh, well, you can see that.
To get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you place your first $5 bet. Plus, over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV.
That's one of her channels. All right.
Gambling problem. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY.
Now, on that channel, look at the date that she joined.
Call
visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by
2011 on that one. 2011. Angie's been in YouTube since 2011. That's 14 years. That's 14 years.
And then they start multiplying.
Do babies hold grudges?
How do I know when he's full?
Logging poops come unnecessary?
Raising kids.
Here's her other channel.
That's why we make one formula that feels right away. One that's intentionally made.
Yeah, how does someone like her? She has 548 subscribers. So these people are using multiple accounts and subscribing to these channels. And Wiggin wants to say that I'm manufacturing mine and my views and shit. All right. So here's her other channel. This is the one she's using right now. That's the one she's using right now. All right. And this one joined in August 2013.
In the district, there is a crash on First Sterling Avenue at the Stephen Parkway in Southeast and also in South.
August 2013.
Police activity between Mississippi Avenue and Alabama Avenue. Now from GarageRepair.com, the WMAL Stormwatch forecast. Tonight will drop to the upper 50s.
That doesn't mean you've been in these chats all this time, but in YouTube, you can go live. I've never done it. Make video or whatever. I've never, I've never done it. And then came StreamYard. So since 2013, she's had a little over 30,000 views. I think I got that many in 3 months.
No talent. They're next. They're going to be going. I hear they're going to be going. I don't know, but I would imagine because they get more. Colbert has better ratings than Kimmel or Fallon. You know that.
So that turned out to be somewhat predictive. What does that mean for the other name on that list? That was the president about 5 weeks ago. As we take a look at Jimmy Kimmel in the misinformation age, as we've had another very festive and busy.
Let's get Angie some more subscribers. I'll post her address.
Mark is in Israel. He'll be back in the not so distant with all kinds of great stories and info for.
As much as I want to listen to the news, I think I'm gonna open my panel. So open panel.
I am the host of the Brian Mudd Show, my home station WJNO.
Open panel. Thursday night.
The podcast wherever you get your podcast. And you can also
her nose is completely up JC's ass. She's a race baiter.
So this
she doesn't get any views. All them subscribers, and she let me read them off.
What do you usually see when you go on social media? What populates? How much Kimmel you get? I never get Jimmy Kimmel.
548 subscribers.
Mr. Producer, how much Kimmel is?
All right, now I'm looking at her live feed. It says last one she has up there was 3 weeks ago. What's up? What's up? 83 views. 67 views, 84 views, 47 views, 64 views. Exposing liars and assholes. This was a month ago. 160 views. No haters allowed. 59 views. 13 minutes. Let's get some shit clear. 9 minutes. Bored. 37 views. 97 views. 56 views. 41 views. 160 views. 78. WrestleMania night. Ooh. 101 views. 159. Jim Lives Matter. 23 minutes. She got 159 views. 149 views. Addressing Lies. 88 views. Fuck you, Randy. 144 views. Angie, you and Randy were meant to be together. You said that. That was meant to be there. You were fucking all in love with him. 37 views, 60 views, 60 liars and racists. Acid the psycho doctor, 77 views. Acid trip the psychotic liar, 55 views. Team U unboxing, 54 views. All right, she doesn't have very many views, over 100.
What Kimmel specifically said that led to his suspension. You've heard the clip many times over.
Now let's look at mine.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to
128 views, my broadcast from this morning.
As anything other than one of them and doing everything they can.
Good morning, Tom. I mean, good evening.
Hey, I got best news today. Trump declared Antifa a terrorist organization.
We knew that was coming too.
Yep. Now he needs to, we got all these little communist parties. They hate groups and terrorists. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of all of them, because that's what's screwing our system up. That's what's causing all the racial divide in this country, man.
Yeah, well, this is what's causing the racial divide in this country. Congressional Black Caucus.
Yep.
Al Sharpton in his little organization, NAN, National Action Network. All right.
Well,
then you have several websites, and Axios is the leading one.
Yeah.
They're not reporting the news. And then you have the Young Turks. That fucking Gent Uger, that dumb fuck. All right. Then you have Mother Jones.
Oh, and that idiot Farrakhan, Nation of Islam. That's a hate group.
Yeah, I was going to say him along with fucking Al. I got through an Al Sharpton's radio program, and that's what I asked. I asked him, "How do you feel about Louis Farrakhan calling for the extermination of the white folk?" I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing about that. And then he hung up on me.
Yeah, because I grew up in Alabama because of civil rights there, man. I've seen it.
Down where you live, that's where a lot of the civil rights shit was going on. People being discriminated. It wasn't like that throughout the country. It was in isolated areas in the country.
Yeah, well, I was partially raised by a black woman, and back in them times, me and her kids could not play out in the front yard. We had to go in the backyard out of the view of public to play baseball or football.
By the 1980s, though, I lived in Charleston, South Carolina twice.
Yeah.
And I met some really great people down there.
Well, they want to keep everybody in a friggin' box.
And I've listened to people talk about, I'm talking black people that live down there, and not everybody was a slave owner.
Oh no.
Back then, you had to be prominent and have money to be a slave owner.
And a lot of slave owners were also free black men, but nobody's going to tell you about that.
And they want to bring up slaves. Oh, Thomas Jefferson was porking some black chick.
The United States had slavery less than 100 years.
Yeah, well, we're the one that ended it, but them British boys will argue with us over it.
All right. The British, the French, the Dutch were really bad about slavery too, man. They were big time slave dealers.
Oh yeah.
They all want to blame it on white Americans.
Look what they did in the Dutch East Indies. They're worse than the English.
Yeah. They say, well, in 1619, Americans. Well, there weren't no Americans then.
Look at this cult of Jaro. I got a question. Somebody's using Zuflus's picture.
I have no idea.
He came in my chat with it. I seen it. I think I might have timed him out at first. And I don't have anybody banned. And then there's it. Look at Cult of Jaro. I don't know if you see what he posted or not. He's addressing you. He says your days are numbered. Our days are numbered. Everybody's days are numbered.
My days are numbered. What's he gonna do? Nothing.
Cult of Jaro. They like to just come in there because they want to get timed out because they have other accounts. All they gotta do is switch an account.
Right.
So if I don't time him out and fuck with him a little bit, then it does him no good. And Wiggin crying on his fucking channel. Oh, he thinks I'm Cult of Charles. That's not me, Billy. Keep my name out of your cum soaked mouth, Billy. So yeah, I'm doing a hit piece on Angie right now. She's, JC's trying to say that us streamers are using her for bait, her chat for bait, her panel for bait. Are you kidding me? That's underneath my craw, Tom. It's been since she fucking said it, since she posted it. And that was after I was up on her panel, and all of us were up on her panel. Gotti, Wiggin. Here comes the sun, I say. So Angie's been in YouTube for a long time. So she's been involved with these chats for a long time.
Yeah, I've had a lot of accounts shut down because of my anti-Islamic views. Man, they've threatened to cut my head off and all kinds of stuff. They ain't worried about them. Bring it on.
Yeah, they don't like what Trump is doing, which fuck them. If Trump fails, Canada fails. If Trump succeeds, Canada will succeed.
Hell, half of Canada's ready to walk out of Canada and join America, man. And when they do, if they do, I hope they get rid of all the PM true dope heads, man. Get rid of all them Trudeau supporters.
They have a bad drug problem in Canada, mostly drinking.
Vancouver.
We're 10 times the size of them, but if you look at the math, the percentage of their fucking population, there's more alcoholics up there than there is in our population.
I wouldn't doubt it.
As a percentage. It's true. Americans are able to function. They're not. They get into look at all the people that JC brings into her fucking. I look at Sebastian. That guy doesn't even have a driver's license, right? Now, who the fuck is he? A fucking 5'4", 130-pound fucking dumb fuck.
Well, Junior Nazi.
I'll give you a liposuction, and DA running around. Oh, Sebastian's the best Canadian chatter. He's solid.
Yeah, isn't he a Nazi supporter or something?
Edward Jam, they block people and then they run their suck fuck.
Yeah.
Maggot. I'd like to see you face to face, Edward Jam, you punk mother. He's not even a real Canadian. I've heard him. He's been on JC's panel. I've heard him talk. He's a fucking squirrely little fuck. He got a high pitched voice. Kind of sounds like Logical. You ever hear Mongongo speak?
Yeah.
Fucking girly voice. So see, they come in here. He's waiting for me to remove his comment or whatever, so he can post another comment. Tom Carlisle, you're a dumb fucker. You're the dumb fuck.
Getting suspended.
So the big deal is Jimmy Kimmel getting suspended. So as I said yesterday, Whipper, right. Donald Trump is taking away your freedom. He has nothing to do with these late night comedies getting fucking taken off the air. He has nothing to do with that shit, other than the fact that they attacked Donald Trump. Go ahead.
Yeah, ABC made that decision. Trump had nothing to do with it.
Fake news all weekend.
That Whipperman, he doesn't. The last time he came up here, he does what the others do. They just want to argue and call you names and insult and innuendo. They don't have anything to add to the conversation. They don't have a rebuttal to anything. They can't say why they hate Trump. They just hate Trump. They hate Trump because why? Before they loved Trump. Yeah,
because somebody told them to hate him.
Yeah, they listen to the garbage in the news. And then the social media aspect of it, fucking Twitter, and especially Twitter.
Yeah, that art museum out there, I think it's in LA, has a statue of, I think it's Lenin. Come on, man. A communist. You want to take down Confederate statues, but you want to put up communist statues? Yeah, so much for the left in their brainstorming.
So when's the last time you checked on the title to your home? Find out if you're already a victim with your free title scan and complete $100 value free sign up. Just go to HomeTitleLock.com and sign up in minutes.
I was tired when I went to bed last night. I had a long day yesterday. Wasn't quite as exciting today. Yesterday was I was fucking trolling hard, made Wigan go live.
Southeast and Wheeler Road is still closed between Mississippi Avenue and Alabama Avenue in the Southeast. That due to police activity, and there was a crash.
Oh, my days are numbered.
Yeah, your days are numbered, says Colt of Jaro.
Yeah, right.
62 tomorrow, sunny, humid, and warm with a high near 88.
This ad is brought to you by GSK. Have you considered starting Ojara momelotinib for your appropriate?
So she got that Mark Lucas up there on her piano, and there's Monica and Angie.
Simplify one and momentum at startojara.com. That's startojjaara.com.
Not long ago, Angie was saying that her and Randy were meant to be. She had that big fight going with Shannon, and Randy going back and forth and all that shit. Says she doesn't lie. Well, what did I lie about? You do streams on people. You did one on Randy. I was just looking at the fucking thing. I got both your channels, Angie. You got the address to both of your channels. She's got a picture up and it's filtered like a motherfucker. Angie has acne all over. She has bad skin. She does. That's why when she was turning her camera on a little while ago on JC's, it was so dark. She got that dark background so you can't see the blemishes on her face.
Oh, that's from all the bot flies.
All right, so I bring the fucker up here.
In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem.
Now, look at how filtered that is. Look how nice and smooth and pretty she looks. It's not what she really looks like. That is a... Hey, Wiggin, you want to talk about filtering pictures? Look at this fucking thing. Because I can show you a different picture. I can show you a real picture that wasn't filtered when she did it. Angie.
With access to your game stats and scores in one place, it's good. It's DirecTV.
I went to the wrong one.
Visit DirecTV.com today. Internet connected Gemini device and separate subscriptions required. Residential customers auto renews monthly. Cancel anytime. Equipment use required. Unreturned device fees apply. Credit card restrictions apply.
Stop settling for weak sound. It's time to level up your game and bring the boom. Hit the town with the ultra-durable LG X Boom portable speaker and enjoy vibrant sound wherever you go. Elevate your listening experience to new heights because, let's be real, your music deserves it. The future of sound.
That's the real Angie right there.
For a limited time, save 20% at LG.com with code FALL25. Bring the gold. Expo.
From unsolved mysteries to unexplained phenomena, from comedy gold to relationship things, Amazon Music's got the most ad-free top podcasts, included with Prime. Download the Amazon Music app today. WMAL, making sense of mainstream media because the double standard is real. Download the WMAL app.
Now with Antifa being listed as a terrorist organization, anybody that supports it, they can go in and seize their bank accounts. George Soros is going to get his foot shoved up his butt.
Deadly force is authorized.
How we vote, that's how we have our say in America.
Yep.
This really does have a chilling effect across the American.
I mean, Antifa and BLM caused over $2 billion worth of damage. And they destroyed all these black folks' business and all that shit, you know?
It's horrible.
Okay.
Yeah, it's horrible. A lot of those Antifa, right? They stole the mantle of BLM. They actually started the BLM fucking bullshit. It was a white guy.
Right. Exactly.
And this can happen on both sides.
They had one guy up in Chicago. He escaped Cuba and came here. His wife started off a business from scratch and built it into one of the best sandwich shops in the whole city. BLM said if they didn't, he didn't help support them financially, they're going to ruin his business. They ended up running it out of the state.
Jimmy Kimmel,
That's extortion, man.
your reality. So the whole idea that Stelter is not addressing there is the difference with a licensed broadcaster serving the public interest, let alone the fact that you have private companies that are involved
Jimmy
in
Kimmel.
this entire situation.
You think they'll hire him back?
So
You think they'll
I
put him
hope
back
not.
on? You think they'll put him back on air? Because it's just a suspension, is all it
let's
is.
say that people had
MSNB will probably suck him up, put him on their payroll.
suggesting that the assassin
Late night comedy is pretty much ruined.
Well, doesn't Disney own ABC now?
I'm not sure what they own.
something that was accurate and true.
Sinclair is the name of the corporation that owns it.
That could have
Right, and then MSNBC is
Garbage.
Comcast.
brainwashed by the AI face. Brainwashed by Randy
Their rhetoric is what killed Charlie Kirk.
Association, who is still on her feed right now.
Right in front of a bunch of people.
Demonstrably false, slanderous,
Pretty gruesome what happened.
saying that
Have you watched the video? Have you seen it?
plus police interviews
No.
I'm sure it's out there.
said hated Charlie Kirk because Kirk
It'd be a hard thing to watch. I probably shouldn't watch it. Because if I watch it, I'm gonna want to smash people right in the face, starting with JC. I'd never hit
Yeah,
him.
and all her little liberal.
I think I'd punch her right in the fucking face just once. She wasn't happy when I said I wanted to kick her in the cunt.
did it to you, hoping to, I don't know, reinforce the fake news.
Gotta go back over to CNN.
Fucking idiots.
I imagine the guy's actually smart.
Oh, we did them in anyways. They don't fucking do that shit no more.
Imagine, I mean, with however many dozens of people ridiculously work on that show with them, surely somebody in the mix knew the truth. I'm sure Jimmy.
So if I just turn that all the way up, that's all the way up on my screen right there.
So, importantly, from my perspective,
Oh, but we're worried about our feelings.
I opened my chat because COVID, people couldn't go anywhere and they need a place to go. So I opened my chat because of COVID. When she was already up and running. They take claim to things that they're not responsible for. Stolen valor. JC's definitely stolen valor.
AMAC is the conservative alternative, offering not only a strong voice for traditional values.
That's right, JC.
Some discounts that make a difference in your everyday
I'll
life.
go drop 1 million illegals in her community, and we'll throw in 100 gangsters. 100
And one of them fucking unalive her without using a gun.
Yeah. Then we'll drop in 1 million gangbangers to go with it and watch what happens.
They wouldn't.
We'll see there.
They probably would never touch her sexually. They just fucking torture her.
We'll watch your diversity, see how diverse they are.
Oh, diversity. Oh, diverse. Oh. No, they're supposed to assimilate to American culture.
That ain't gonna happen.
WMAL News at 6:30. I'm Heather Curtis. Breaking this hour.
Texas governor banned the Muslims from building all Muslim communities.
Vaccine for kids under 4. They say the MMR vaccine should be given separately from the varicella one. They'll look tomorrow on whether to continue to require.
You see this Ronald McDonald? Evil Ronald McDonald. You see him in chat?
I think I got him blocked.
Now, when he first came on the scene, he was in JT's chat. Not his gaming chat, but the other one. That's where he first appeared. Was in JT knows who that is. Don't you, JT? Hey, JT, how come you haven't come talk to me? I want to talk to you, JT. I want to ask you something. And JT has a wrench in my chat, so, we should talk. If you know who that evil Ronald McDonald is, I think you should give it up. Yep. That's what I think. Because that's Great White North. It's one of JC's fuck-ups. It's probably Chris Cullen, but who knows? He's awful friendly with Logical. They're logical. And then, all that fucker does is spam Vegas chat. That's all that guy has out here now. The only thing Patrick Francis Callahan has is Vegas chat, because he doesn't stream. If he does, nobody's going to his chat. Yeah, and there's Otto back up on JC's panel. That's your fucking. I'd rather sit here and stare at the fucking four walls. Can't go in there and have fun. I got my core friends. No, you got your core of fucking trolls. That's home base for them, and they go out and they troll people in other chats. You can't go there and troll them because JC has fucking 50 wrenches. Here's Tossy Joe. Tossy Joe's been sucking acid trips ass. You notice they didn't go there when I had a wrench over there? And that fucker acid trip. Oh, I felt sorry for Hayden. I deleted that video. I haven't seen not one picture of that woman out here. Brooke Todd.
It's time to level up your game and bring the boom. Hit the town with the ultra-durable LG X-Play portable speaker and enjoy vibrant
I thought about keeping my mouth shut about the phone call. And he did call here.
Because let's be real, your music deserves it. The future of sound is now with LG X-Boom. And for a limited time, save 25% at LG.com.
I'm just looking for people to support my channel. Wiggin seems to have a problem with that. Wiggin seems to have a problem that I might want to make friends with people or be friendly with people and have a conversation. Wiggin has said before, way back when, hey, Billy, you can have a conversation with. Oh, yeah, he used to praise it a little bit, and then he fucking changed his mind. That's why I call him Wishy-Washy Wiggin and a buddy fucker.
He thinks he's important.
Yeah, he's important, all right.
Fucking clown.
It also allows people to see other people suffering.
Billy, all he does is talk about me. No, it's not true. I talk about JC.
This is a form of something called
Helicopter.
attribution bias. When you attribute the things that happen to you or other
Almost
people
flying right over.
that make you feel good about yourself. But of course, there's a lot more at play. I'm Dr. Sanjay Gupta, helping you live a better life.
There he goes.
Making sense of your world. News Talk 105.9 WMAL.
So I've been live 40 minutes.
Making sense of the news.
Speaking to the 4 out of 5 Americans who are literate at 877-381.
You can't hide from me, Angie.
This is an assault on everything this country has stood for since the Constitution.
I
was
can't
signed.
stand this
One of the
fuck.
great hallmarks of our country is free speech, whether you agree or disagree. And this administration is trying to snuff it out. They don't want people to even
That's
speak.
Chuck Schumer, by the way.
This guy.
The Democrats were the ones that were calling for censorship.
He had a little life to him today. He didn't have that going for him. You know the one big miss in the Senate when you're doing stuff like this? They were unveiling, I believe it's called a nope.
Don't fuck with me, Sinman. You're about that close to getting timed right out because I seen what you said.
Free speech. From the
Just for that, Sinman, say goodbye. The fuck out of my face, you punk motherfucker.
your speech online that literally
Don't even know who you are.
conservatives online that threaten
Bye, Sinman. That's your first and last post. You're going to have to change your
to make
account.
sure that things like, I don't know,
I timed you out for 24 hours. I don't think anybody's going to untime you.
all kinds of
I figured that out, too. You
can't
time somebody out
get
for
up
25 seconds.
for-
If you time them out for 10 seconds, it negates it.
There is something about regulated broadcasting. So, a couple things for you, real quick. Mark is in Israel, going to be back soon. And if you don't have a copy of On Power yet,
Sorry, Sinman.
I don't just have one.
Come in as yourself. I don't even know who you are. Fuck you. Go open your own chat. Go blow a wig in. That's what you're good at. Sinman. Not like the others. Oh, fucking just nice to you. Even I don't even know who the fuck you are.
Now, as we're talking about Jimmy Kimmel and the misinformation age, and
Mealy mouth
the posture
motherfuckers.
now of Schumer and the political left, they're now suddenly there for freedom of expression after having used the federal government to target you to limit your ability to speak, to share, to disseminate information. Things that I brought up about serving
Smoke
the
in my
public
eye.
interest, which is the mandate when you get into the broadcast world. And I mentioned that for me, from my perspective, it's important that the FCC wasn't directly the one making this decision, but rather Nexstar Media, Sinclair Broadcasting, and then ultimately Disney.
Yeah.
Now, the cynical will say that Nexstar's pending $6.2 billion merger with a media entity that requires FCC approval to go through behind them, making the first big move. So earlier in the day yesterday, you did have FCC Chair Carr. He told Benny Johnson that these companies can find ways to take action on Kimmel, or there is going to be additional work for the FCC ahead. Now, you could see how that could be interpreted as a threat. And one of the things I'm very cautious of, heavy-handed government agencies. You know, as those on the right have seen from the IRS targeting of over a decade ago, to the big tech pressure to censor conservative content that we're talking about, and real news, to the targeting of the finances by pressuring big banks, of a bunch of different conservative. By the way, 92 conservative groups. That's what the Trump administration has uncovered. 92 conservative groups were targeted by the Biden DOJ. Their finances.
Only so much I'll take from a stranger.
So the left has been more than willing to weaponize government agencies.
Eyes watering.
We've seen this for a very long time.
Smoke.
And should they come back into power again? I mean, history says that at some point it's going to happen. I say should, because I want to be an optimist here. Maybe people will find God in all of this and get away from the Marxists. But anyway, should they come back into power again? I do have concerns about the weaponization of the FCC. So I don't know if the decision to pull Kimmel for now was altruistic. I don't know if it was pragmatic. But I do know that Jimmy Kimmel was not serving the public interest. And this may have also been the perfect opportunity and excuse just for ABC to do something they needed to do. You take a look at his ratings or the lack thereof. So as always, you do have two sides of stories. You got one side of facts, and facts matter more in the misinformation age than they really ever have before. Let's go to Jim in Dallas. Jim, welcome to the show.
Good evening. Thank you for the privilege. Well, it's what this is. It was a corporate decision. It was the same with the professors that got fired. You want to voice your opinion, great, but you just don't broadcast it like they had, because what it does, unless the institutions, the companies, did discipline in such a way, it's like they're endorsing it, that they agree with it. And they can't have that stigma on them as a corporation or as an institution. It gets down to business. Look what they did to the marketing crew with Dylan Mulvaney and Bud Light. And it still hadn't recovered. It was just, they took such a horrific event and they twisted it in a way that, not even twisted it, but they just made it such deplorable issues out of it that, the corporates and the institutions, the educational institutions, they couldn't back it because, again, it would have been a reflection on them as endorsing it.
Jim, you're spot on there. I think you make a really good point, because
I'm thinking about having a beer.
A horrific assassination of somebody.
Yeah, I got to cook something. I hadn't eaten today.
Yeah, I haven't had dinner yet either. I went live. I've been busy today, actually. I was up for a while this morning in Vegas for a little bit, and then I was doing things around the house today. Went and got some more bird seed. Went for a walk twice.
So broken.
Power walk.
But as a corporation, how can you stand behind it? And I do think,
that's your cell phone.
How was my? I don't even have time on this motherfucker. Is it because I'm on my Wi-Fi?
I have no idea.
You take a look at the news product at NBC News, at CBS News. I mean,
somebody's there.
A lot of fake news going on there, right?
Is this a prank call? Hurry up.
Now, why don't a lot of these people come out and just tell the truth that communists are using the media?
That's probably Alpesh Patel calling me. Somebody gave him my phone number.
Effectively slander, and then
they hung up.
Trying to manipulate that into humor. That is disgusting in every imaginable way.
No, I'm not.
To do that,
I didn't buy any time for this motherfucker.
Television, where there is a license and there is a mandate.
A number from Wisconsin.
That's a whole different thing.
Now, Wisconsin.
There is
it's a prank call.
A lot of evidence that
if they said anything, I didn't hear it.
Who is supportive of this? May have had.
I don't think who's from Wisconsin.
Yeah, this is a federal release. Yeah, somebody's doing prank calls, Vcash and all them do that shit.
From this point forward with the FCC, because the weaponization of that organization, I'm in my 28th year in this industry. I can't tell you.
Guess I'll block that number.
People have come after me, have come after my stations, that kind of thing. Lord knows Marcus dealt with it. Good gosh. And so, can you imagine what might happen to this industry?
If I could take a phone call, I should be able to send a text message.
Handle things from a perspective. This has long been a concern of ours on the broadcast.
Patrick, New York has my
So,
number.
you know,
He's
there-
been sending me
there
text
needs to be some
messages.
thoughtfulness that comes into play.
He sent me
I
to a link to
respect
somebody
her
that streams,
to a
and
great degree. Little nervous with the approach.
they play.
And
They had
the point
they
about
got a
the company
band,
stepping up and doing the right
couple
thing
bands.
by ultimately their viewers, but also their shareholders, and also just humanity. That's another a very important thing. So then you get into the next part of this. You get into the next part of this, which is, you know, the idea of cancel culture.
Well, that makes me
hypocrisy.
wonder.
And even before you
Wow.
had the Kimmel thing, you had a lot of people that were getting suspended or getting fired over the weekend. And you're doxing people and you're rooting for them to get fired. Well, so talk about that for a minute. So the definition of doxing is this: it's the act of exposing private or identifying information on the internet about an individual or group without the person or group's consent, usually with malicious intent. Okay, so that is doxing. So, for example, identifying the name of an ICE officer, and maybe even their home address, while they're just lawfully doing their job.
So it works.
That is doxing.
I have Wi-Fi calling.
Now, drawing attention to,
That's how that works.
or maybe even creating a database of people who have posted stuff
Yeah, I've been getting
online.
calls from Wisconsin, Texas,
So, in the wake of the remarkable state of our country,
Michigan, California,
the minimal, have been documented posting material online.
New York.
celebrating
That's
in
Patrick,
some
New
way
York.
the assassination of Charlie Kirk. This just in: if you post,
That's
stuff,
probably Wiggin calling you.
No,
by definition, be
California.
Yeah.
He didn't say anything if he did.
So, for example, in the immediate aftermath of the assassination, you had a website.
Oh, it could be any of them. California's such a screwed up place.
When Rusty called me, it come up like as Rusty, I think. Right? It just I don't remember. Maybe I did put her name on it.
And the backers of the site also made it clear.
It doesn't say what state it is. There's another. I don't know if that's just no. There's one California number, a different California number, and then Texas.
Rebranded it as the Charlie Kirk Data
I got a call from
Foundation,
Oregon.
soliciting for
Another
emails
California number.
suggesting that they'll be back up with a new website.
Another call from Oregon.
I don't know. We'll see what comes of that thing. There's no telling.
Different number.
Lose work.
Number from Florida.
Operation.
Another number from Florida.
Is going to come of it. And a lot had been made of it.
Call from Auburn, New York.
I'm going to
Another one from Wisconsin.
endorse the idea.
Another one from California.
Intentionally attempting to get people.
Another one, California, different number, different number, different number.
But at the same time, I do endorse personal accountability. Big believer in personal accountability. So if people posted these things,
California, back on March 3rd.
if someone decides
Call from Kansas.
additional attention on what you already put out there, something that's on you. That's on you. If your employer fires
I'll be
you,
right back. All right, man.
it's not doxing. Just as many on the left immediately jump to the both sides are to blame after Kirk's assassination. You know, the left and their allies in the GSS news media, they're now trying to corrupt the accountability side of this conversation as well. They're trying to do it with Kimmel. They're trying to do it with people that have been suspended and fired for celebrating the assassination. They're trying to suggest that conservatives who speak out against cancel culture are hypocrites for potentially, maybe even aiding job loss of those that are cheering on the assassination. But they're also actively trying to redefine what doxing is as a cover for their objectives. So it's a tactic, and all this really is straight out rules for radicals. You know, never let a good crisis go to waste. But there is one very clear thing here, and that is that anyone who would publicly cheer the assassination of someone simply for speaking and believing what they believes in. At best, is a deeply broken, troubled individual in need of intervention.
Well, let me try this then. Oh. Oh, busy. It's busy. Oh, that's how that works. My new setup, my Wi-Fi calling works perfect. I could just get this phone changed to my home landline. That's all I need to do.
Shield is an American company helping Americans.
Commercial.
And when you call, you'll speak with a U.S.-based operator, not someone overseas. Get your free quote and 20% off. Visit carshield.com/Levin, carshield.com/LEVIN, or call 800-995-4766.
Excuse me.
4766. Coverage varies by plan, view contracts and exclusions at carshield.com.
Look out for delays on the BW Parkway northbound heading towards Riverdale in towards Laurel. There is still slow traffic on DC 295 northbound between the 11th Street.
So my Wi-Fi calling works. Cool.
First Sterling Avenue at the Super Parkway in southeast. Westbound 66 between.
Wonder how far away from the house I can get with it.
That crash is blocking the two right lanes and traffic is jammed on Route 28 in Centerville. Now for GarageDoorCare.com, the WMAL Stormwatch City forecast.
Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 62. Tomorrow, sunny, humid, and warm with a high near 88.
Making sense of your morning. Lots of coverage here on that developing story.
Weekday
mornings from 5 to 9.
Larry O'Connor here getting you through your morning.
Making sense of Washington.
Asking some very specific questions, some legitimate questions.
Making sense of the double standard.
Then here's the latest example.
Making sense of the headlines.
Let me break it down for you, because there's plenty to break down here.
O'Connor and Company with Larry O'Connor. Mornings from 5 to 9. News Talk 105.9. WMAL. Making sense of the news.
Did you know using your browser in incognito mode doesn't actually protect your privacy? Take back your privacy with IPVanish VPN. Just one tap and all your data, passwords, communications, browsing history, and more will be instantly protected. IPVanish makes you virtually invisible online. Use IPVanish on all your devices, anytime you go online at home and especially on public Wi-Fi. Get IPVanish now for 70% off a yearly plan with this exclusive offer at ipvanish.com/audio.
This week on Select News, the Hollywood glow-up you never saw coming. It's DirecTV. They're shaking things up with flexible options that fit any kind of taste and budget. They only look like $1 million, baby. They got packs with live TV and streaming for one sexy low price. Slay! Wait, TV is receiving a Lifetime Achievement Award.
I hear a door slam. Somebody shut a door. Front door just shut.
The NFL season is rolling. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code HEART. That's code HEART to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you place your first $5 bet. Plus, over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 46769. Help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas. Oregon, Ontario. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. NFL Sunday Ticket offer for new subscribers only. And auto renews until canceled. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional NFL Sunday Ticket terms at youtube.com/go/NFL Sunday Ticket/terms. Limited time offer.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL. Making sense of the news.
Guess who's watching Rob Finnerty on Newsmax? President Trump is. He even says Finnerty's show is so terrific. Millions are joining President Trump
to watch Finity every night at 8 p.m. Eastern on Newsmax. All this week, Rob looks at the media's war on President Trump. Rob gives you the facts about the National Guard in cities like New York, Chicago, and Los Angeles. He tells you the real truth about the Jeffrey Epstein files, and he reveals the big media's agenda on Trump's health. You need to watch Rob Finnerty on Newsmax. Check out your local cable system. Newsmax is on all major systems. Or download the free Newsmax app. It costs you nothing, and you can watch in minutes. Finnerty is the fastest growing primetime news show in America. Find out why even President Trump is tuning in. More than 40 million Americans go to Newsmax for news they can trust. Because we are real news for real people.
Making sense of your world. News Talk 105.9 WMAL.
Thanks for taking the call.
Making sense of the news. First thing each morning, O'Connor and Company with Larry O'Connor. Weekday mornings from 5 to 9 on WMAL.
Well, Jimmy Kimmel was sorry because he had bad ratings more than anything else.
I'm trolling DA right now in Vegas.
Charlie Kirk. And Jimmy Kimmel is not a talented person. He had very bad ratings, and they should have fired him a long time ago. You know, you can call that free speech or not. He was fired for lack of talent.
I mean, he's just amazing. Fired for lack of talent.
That's what I love about doing what I'm doing right there.
That was the president in Mariel, England today. So very successful trip over there with trade deals and the like. Was talking about how disappointed he has been with Putin and how he thought that getting peace between Russia and Ukraine would be a lot easier than it's been. So you got all that going on. No end in that in sight. Talking about the hostages in Israel quite a bit today, saying that it is critical to get them out, standing against England and others who want to recognize a Palestinian state. Oh my gosh, there can never be a two-state solution there. President talking about how, so their intelligence says that Hamas wants to put the hostages out there in front of their fighters to have them sacrificed that way. But yeah, we should recognize those people as a state, right? Brian Mudd in for Mark Levin. We've been talking about Jimmy Kimmel in the misinformation age. And I was talking about personal accountability most recently. Whether we're talking about people who went online and cheered the assassination, celebrated the assassination of Charlie Kirk, or whether we're talking about Jimmy Kimmel, who demonstrably lied about it and then tried to turn it into some kind of like punchline. Personal accountability comes into this stuff. And I want you to just kind of look at it this way. As you have the companies that made the decision on Kimmel, it's understandable. It's understandable if you have people that are very disturbing in their behavior. If you have employers that opt for prevention, because after all, think about this. Do you want the person who publicly cheers Charlie Kirk's assassination, do you want them working next to you? How are you going to feel at work? You see these people, they're posting things online like, yeah, isn't this great, huh? And then they're your coworker that works right next to you. You probably don't want them educating your kids. You probably don't want them, flying your family or protecting your president either. And so that's not cancel culture run amok. It's just simply a matter of common sense. And so what happened to Kimmel was simply a matter of common sense. We'll see if that still ends up prevailing, because it could always end up coming back here too. Brian Mudd in for Mark Levin.
The WNBA playoffs are here, and the heat is on. Every game, every play, every moment counts. Bet on your favorite teams and stars with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the WNBA. DraftKings puts you in the action with player props, live betting,
Well, I made DA leave Vegas chat. He didn't like what I just did to him. He quit posting. How come you quit posting, DA? Why don't you come on up here and talk to Americans about our government? Over there in fucking Vegas holding Dutchie's hand. Whipperman's hand, all of them fucking dumb fucks. Hitesh Tomar, that dumb fucker.
Dutchie's about a dumbass.
Wiggin or fucking DA's in there fucking bickering with him again, wanting to talk to him. Okay, Jeff Holler, I suck. Okay, Dark Knight. All right, Jeffrey Holler. You're a punk, Jeff. You know that? You really are a fucking punk motherfucker. You can't even be yourself. Why don't you come on up here, Jeff Holler, and fucking talk with the men? Huh? You ain't getting no pussy. You just sucking JC's ass and Shannon's ass, all the women's ass. You're a fucking e-beggar. Fuck you, Holler. You're a punk motherfucking. You ain't no better than Vader. Fucking middle-aged motherfucker still living at home. When I first met Jeff, he fucking, I have ADD. So he was on Ritalin when he was in fucking school. He was one of those. You know, what happened when I didn't pay attention at high school or in grade school? They fucking called my parents. I get in trouble for not paying attention. They ain't fucking gonna give me no drugs. Dumb fucker. Thought there's something wrong with him. Just stay over at JC's chat where all the excitement is, Jeff. All your little girlfriends are over there. Dark Knight, how do you know who blocks me? Unless I tell you who blocks me. Just you dumb fuckers. There ain't nobody in Vegas anyways. The place sucks. Sounds like Mega has some good smoke going there. He's got some Indian wampum that fucking expands.
I just got a windpipe full of iced tea.
Dark Knight, when you have a wrench, you can't block people. That's not an option on the wrench. You can't block anybody. You can time them out, ban them, but you can't block them.
DC Councilmember Robert White setting his sights on
Fact of the matter is, I made DA leave Vegas chat just a few minutes ago. He quit posting because of what I was just saying to him. He's in there carrying on a conversation with Dutchie, who doesn't matter. That's not CB. Somebody's cloning because CB has a wrench. I don't think she's going to come in here without a wrench. So that's not CB. That's more than likely that fucking idiot across the pond.
President Trump says he thinks TV stations who give him bad press should lose their license.
Which one? There's only a few million of them.
Acid drip.
Oh, God.
But it might be her. I mean, wrenches are, they can come in with other accounts. That doesn't bother me. They can fucking troll whatever they want to do. I don't care.
Murphy and other Dems are introducing a bill to protect media outlets and others from what they call politically motivated.
Oh, yeah, DA's way better than me. He doesn't have a stream. His last stream he did, it was supposed to be the destruction of Billy Hayden. That motherfucker got taken off, and he ain't been back since. He won't stream. He can't take the heat. He can't take the dissension. He can't take someone disagreeing with him.
Is making things very costly. That's one on it. They robbed like 3 or 4 now 5 stores. Each one lost about $16,000, while another tells Fox 45.
They took 3 binders, which is estimated around $5,000.
Insurance can assist. It can only do so much. It covers the initial value of the cards and no increase in the markets. W1AL and WNAL.com.
A 28-year-old Waldorf woman's arrested today for allegedly
Wow, them clouds are...
in the 81-year-old woman's home on Sunday. Prince George's County Police say they
Sunset, though.
Body while doing a welfare check at her Fort Washington home. Police say Briante Thomas also stabbed and injured a male family member. Charges against her include murder. Traffic and other next.
Jarro's become romper room. Jarro isn't any better than the rest of us. He doesn't rule the airwaves. Neither does JC. All right. All he has is insult and innuendo. He's not funny.
Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.com.
JC won't keep me up on her panel because everybody in her chat, I've pretty much kicked them in the ass because they're all a bunch of fucking retards. Nothing but a bunch of Trump haters. Believe in lies and shit. Yeah, Vader's the other one. I got both Vader and Holler after me. Holler's always fucking doing a Billy Hayden voice impression. Diane American. And he does it with people who block me. Rom. Others. Oh, you think that's who that is, CB? You think Bud No Balls is doing that? I wouldn't put it past him. Wiggins saying, "Oh, Colt Lajaro not me. Oh, Billy thinks that's me." Well, it says Colt Lajaro. What do you expect? If it's not you, it's just one of your schlubs. Fucking dumb fuck. You're chicken shit, Wiggin. You don't dare come up here and talk to me one-on-one like real men. You don't. I'll come up on your panel. You and me, one-on-one. Yeah, my wife. Fuck your wife. That ain't your fucking wife. She denounced fucking marriage. She's talking about her kids and her husband and all that. It's not a husband. She's never been married. All of her kids she had out of wedlock. She degraded marriage up on Doug's chat. I see her do it. I see her do it in her own fucking chat.
That big old welfare check every month.
Where do you think you're gonna get there, Dark Knight? What do you think you're gonna accomplish? That's like Logical keeps using my mother's picture. He thinks it's gonna deter me from going into Vegas chat.
If we're true to Charlie's memory, the number one thing that people will remember about Charlie Kirk is that he was a great advocate for the Christian faith.
Your vice president.
And that's a fact. Christianity has been under attack for a long time. Here, Wiggin claims to be a Christian when Christianity has been under attack. When they flew them planes into the World Trade Center, that was an attack on Christianity. Most Americans are Christians.
In West Palm Beach. And you catch me at Brian Mudd.
Whatever denomination.
Socially, you can catch the Brian Mudd Show, my podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. Would love for you to check it out. It's always an honor and a pleasure to be here with you. And for a lot of us, it's been a heck of a week plus, right? It's been a really emotional week plus. And so I want to talk to you a little bit about a spiritual journey in an assassination culture. I was thinking a lot early this week, really over the weekend, but tell you about something that happened here, and you might think I'm crazy for a minute or two, kind of getting into it. The time flies. It's been over a week since the assassination of Charlie. It also happens to mark 3 days since my best friend, not named Ashley, my wonderful and talented wife, passed away. And I've had a little time to reflect on both. And, you know, the irony in life is that the more you know, the more you realize how little you actually know. And for me, a realization in recent years has been that, you know, for someone who's, in theory, well-informed, I'd like to think reasonably intelligent, not grade one territory, but, you know, I do okay. I've been woefully ignorant.
I bet Tyler Robinson cries like a baby at night now.
I bet he's in shock.
Yeah.
Every day.
No, not much to
Where's
look
my
forward
lawyer?
to
Why don't I
now.
have the bail?
Stories. Everything that goes into
Bet he's wishing he didn't do it.
Two sides to stories, one side of facts. All that stuff. Every single day. And then a little time
We knew something like this was going to happen. I mean, they shot Trump.
Okay.
The crazies, and it's
So this is something I've been actively working
the media and the social media. A lot of the journalists are in that social media shit.
Yep.
And
now that Antifa is a terrorist organization, all these Democrats funneling money to them, they're screwed.
Ashley passing away. It happened to be my Maine Coon, Piper.
George Soros you said to funnel money to Antifa.
A gift from God.
They're gonna go after Soros, man.
Cancer. Woke up to this on Monday morning, and
that affects all of us.
My wife and I found out that we weren't able to have our own children the hard way. And so one day, out of the blue, I received an entirely unexpected call. It was a coworker that I had barely known. I think she'd worked here for like 3 weeks. I talked to her a couple of times. Nice, very nice. But I didn't really know her. Just moved to the area. And she calls me out of the blue and said that she had just picked up a kitten. And
I'm thinking about getting a basset
I don't
hound.
think she was crazy, but she just knew that it was meant for me. Now, as she went on to tell me, she was driving home on a busy road, happened to be in Boca Raton, South Florida, very busy area. And she saw what appeared to be a small animal that was thrown onto the side of the road from the vehicle in front of her, and she was horrified. So she pulled over to retrieve it, and turned out to be a nearly newborn kitten. And as the owner of 2 large dogs, she knew immediately she was not going to be able to hang on to that kitten. She wasn't, but she said right then, it just hit her, and she had to call me because I was supposed to have this little kitten. At the time, we had a 10-year-old tabby, and we hadn't thought at all about like taking on a new pet or anything, new kitten. But it was the weirdest thing. As soon as she said, "Hey, this thing's meant for you," I knew it too. And my wife happened to be in Fort Lauderdale, which geographically is south of Boca, and we live close to West Palm, which is north of there. So it's a bit of a hike for me to get down to Boca to go get this kitten, but it was on her way, more or less, coming back from work that day. So I at first I told her she had to go pick up an important package. Thinking that if I told my wife just out of the blue, sight unseen, "Hey, there's this kitten you got to go pick up," she's going to be like, no. But she didn't bite, so I had to tell her what she was going to pick up. But when I did, she went ahead. She went for it. And she brought that little guy home, and we bonded at first sight. And shortly thereafter, we learned that our kitten was a Maine Coon, probably no more than a couple weeks old when we got him. And we wanted him to have a friend, so we sought out a Maine Coon rescue. Maine Coons in South Florida, by the way, especially legit rescue places. So we had to drive a few hours to.
Have you seen them? They're a cat, Maine Coon cat. They're fucking huge.
Yeah, I've seen them. They're nice cats. They're playful.
Onto my wife's chest, and I wanted to stay there for nearly the 3-hour trip back home. So anyway, these 2 little kids,
They get big too.
filled a void that had kind of been in place since the idea of kids wasn't a reality, and we became convinced. So we didn't end up with both of them by chance. And I told you you're probably going to think I'm crazy here for a minute. And about now, you're at that point going, "Why the heck are you telling me about your cats?" I mean, well, come on, man. It's because they taught me to believe in something I didn't before. Very skeptical, probably cynical in many cases. They taught me to believe in and pay attention to signs. And having lost Piper, the sweetest little creature I've ever known, and I say that as an animal lover, I am that guy when it comes to animals. I love nature.
Cardinal
I love
out there.
So I'm easy to win over, but this guy, sweetest little thing.
Chirp,
ever
chirp,
known.
chirp, chirp, chirp.
It's just something that had been on my mind, especially in the context of Charlie Kirk and what he stood for. And so it's important in life that we look for signs when God is trying to work in our lives. You know, what I shared with you came to mind because this was just over a day ago. And I really started thinking about this. I was doing my daily work, all the research I do. I literally had just gone through these stories. Headlines. Suspected CEO assassin scores win in court amid heightened security concerns. Feds uncover gaming chat room linked to Kirk assassination. TV anchor quits after network suspends her for honoring Kirk's memory.
Alan Cardinal was just right there
30,000
on
Instagram
feeder.
followers after comments on Charlie Kirk killing. And then there was this one that really took the cake. Assassination culture. Poll shows about half of liberals believe killing Trump, Musk justified. I was like, holy crap. And it's kind of like, yeah, so happy Thursday, everyone. So I'm going through and I'm doing what I usually do, which is taking all that in, breaking it down, analyzing it, getting ready to, put it together for content purposes. And I'm like, wow, this is really messed up. Like all of it. So here's the thing. All of those stories have something in common other than being related to assassinations. It's the byproduct of a society that's turned its back on what matters most.
Yeah.
So yeah, the assassin who walked right up to the CEO of United Health and killed him in cold blood in New York, he had his terrorism charge dropped. And yes, while that was happening, there were disturbingly throngs of his supporters, often dressed as Luigi, in the streets. I mean, how long ago would you have to go to find a time when the average American would be absolutely outraged if a CEO assassin were celebrated on the streets in this country? People dressing up to honor him. And I'm like, oh, yeah. Yeah, look at those people. Oh, yeah, pretty good Luigi right there. That's where we are as a country. I mean, you would start taking a look at that, and it's like, okay, well, the whole Kimmel thing begins to make more sense. I understand why there are people that thought they were fine, beginning to understand why there are people that were celebrating Charlie Kirk's assassination. And yes, it became quite clear that discourse on Discord involving Charlie Kirk's assassin was extremely disturbing. Raises additional questions about others in his group, including the assassin telling approximately 30 friends that he did it and that he was going to turn himself in. You know that none of them actually did? As we found out, and we heard this very early on, that it was the assassin's parents who did it, identified him in the photos and the video released by the FBI, and then confronted their son and facilitated him turning himself in to authorities. But a long window of time, evidently why, from the time that the assassin told somewhere in the neighborhood of 30-ish people that he had done it, and not one of them thought that, you know what, this is really bad. I should tell the authorities. What does that say? Regarding the local TV anchor in Illinois who was suspended for her 1-minute tribute to honor the life of Charlie Kirk. How long ago? And where would you have to go to find a TV network suspending an anchor who paid tribute to, say, MLK? You go, hold on, you can't do that. There's no comparison between Charlie Kirk and MLK. Actually, more than you realize. Did you know that MLK Jr. happened to be the last non-office holder who was a political assassination for his political influence? That's how, you have to go back to 68 and MLK Jr. to find the last time a non-office holder who held influence politically was assassinated in this country. And by the way, remember, MLK's message was extremely controversial in its day. And the story about the singer who lost tens of thousands of followers for posting a tribute to Charlie Kirk. Well, it happened to be Christian singer Forrest Frank. And what does it say when followers of a Christian artist flee the singer for honoring the life of one of the most effective Christian messengers of his time? And as for the chilling assassination culture story, it highlights multiple research pieces from over the past year from Rutgers, YouGov, NCRI, painting a really disturbing picture. Super disturbing. For example, Rutgers found that for Americans identifying left of center, under certain circumstances, up to 49% say, yeah, you know what? Assassinating Elon Musk could be justified at some level. 55% say, yeah, doing it in Trump, you could justify it. What? Oh, now we're into a whole different place. Where you take a look at two liberals that are next to you, and statistically, one of those two might be in a place where they could justify the assassination of Musk or Trump. What? No wonder all the celebrating online. And man, what does that say about this idea of an assassination culture? So I don't know about you, but that piece leaves me horrified. Pick up there next. Brian Mudd in for the great one.
Mudd Levin. News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
It's nearly 2 years ago when terrorists murdered more than 1,200 innocent Israelis and took 250 hostages. Today, it seems as if the cries of the dead and dying have been drowned out by shouts of anti-Semitic hatred. The most brutal attack on the Jewish people since the Holocaust has been all but forgotten. Yet as the world looks away, a light shines in the darkness. It's a movement of love for the people of Israel called Flags of Fellowship, organized by the International Fellowship of Christians and Jews. And on October 5th, just a few weeks away, millions across America will prayerfully plant an Israeli flag to honor the victims of the October 7th, 2023 terrorist attack. You can join this movement by giving just $25 to help plant flags to support the International Fellowship of Christians and Jews' work on saving and rebuilding lives in Israel and wherever God's people are in need. Give a call, 844-866-IFCJ. That's 844-866-IFCJ, or online at levinforthefellowship.org.
The NFL season.
That's all you have, Acid Trip. You got kicked out. You can't maintain an apartment. You're going to get kicked out in the next one, you dumb fucker.
When you place your first $5 bet, plus over $200 off NFL Sunday ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV.
And you're making a lot of enemies.
The crown is yours.
That's right.
Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You don't want me as your enemy, Acid Trip. I'll tell you that right now.
467-369 in Connecticut. Help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777.
So you go right ahead and keep being a dickhead.
Please play responsibly.
Watch what happens.
Casino and Resort, Kansas. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Fees may apply in Illinois. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. NFL Sunday ticket offer for new subscribers only. And auto renews until canceled. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional NFL Sunday ticket terms at youtube.com/go/NFL Sunday ticket/terms. Limited time offer.
Stop settling for weak sound. It's time to level up your game and bring the boom. Hit the town with the ultra-durable LG X Boom portable speaker and enjoy vibrant sound wherever you go. Elevate your listening experience to new heights because, let's be real, your music deserves it. The future of sound is now with LG X Boom. And for a limited time, save 25% at LG.com with code FALL25. Bring the boom. X Boom.
The jackpots continue to
See, Acid Trip, you're not American. You don't have freedom of speech. Your country doesn't have a constitution giving you that right.
For your chance to win the Mega Millions jackpot over $200 million. Please play responsibly.
This week on Celeb News, the Hollywood glow up you never saw coming. It's DirecTV.
That freedom of speech is pretty important. Without the freedom of speech, there would still be slavery.
like $1,000,000, baby. They got packs with live TV and streaming for one sexy low price. Slay! Wait, DirecTV is receiving a Lifetime Achievement Award. It's DirecTV like you've never seen it. Visit directtv.com today. New residential customers. Auto renews monthly. Cancel anytime. Credit card and restrictions apply.
Hey, it's Dennis Quaid here. There's a pressing issue that still needs attention. The state
Acid, nobody talks to you.
We're dealing with $36 trillion in debt, and the interest on that debt is now greater.
Only reason Wiggin and the others are doing it is because of me.
First time in history, and with global tension still high, it's more important than ever to help secure your financial future. That's why I partnered with a great company, Goldco.
That's where I first met that guy on Wiggins' panel.
Of their gold and silver kit. The kit contains vital information to help you navigate the current economic landscape and offers strategies to help you protect your life savings. Get a free gold and silver kit to get the facts and make a decision that's right for you and your family by calling 855-GOLD-IRA. You may even qualify for free bonus silver plus a free Ronald Reagan silver coin. Call 855-GOLD-IRA. That's 855-GOLD-IRA.
Attention all seniors. If you're between the ages of 55 and 75, you could get up to $50,000 in final expense insurance with no medical exam required through Life Insurance Savings Group. With the increasing costs of funerals plus any outstanding debts, your family could be stuck with a huge bill when you pass away. Don't let that happen. As a qualifying customer, you're guaranteed acceptance regardless of your health, even if you have diabetes, high blood pressure, or are overweight. Call 1-800-289-3434 for your free quote today. To repeat, if you're between 55 and 75, you could get up to $50,000 in coverage with no medical exam required. Your rates will never go up, and your benefits will never go down. Plus, some policies cost as little as $30 per month. Call 1-800-289-3434 for your free quote. 1-800-289-3434 or go to lifeinsurancesavings.com today. That's 1-800-289-3434. Details on example rate at lifeinsurancesavings.com. Paid for by Select Quote. Making sense of your world.
There are a lot of things that really tick me off.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL. Making sense of the news.
Tomorrow on the Chris Plank Show, Jimmy Kimmel lied about a MAGA supporter killing Charlie Kirk. Now the left is fighting for him hammer and sickle. 9 a.m. on WMAL.
That is not a both sides problem. My friend is dead because of left-wing political radicalization. And if you want to cut that out, then be honest about it and look yourself in the mirror.
Big truth, Vice President J.D. Vance. It is not a both sides problem. Brian Money in for Mark Levin. And I thought Mr. Producer is going to think I was crazy about the guy.
David Bowie, under pressure.
Was not.
I never did like David Bowie.
Talking about On Power. If you have not picked up a copy of On Power, you're not informed. You need to become more informed. So make sure you get yourself a copy of the book. By the way, if you are an animal lover,
I really wasn't even that fun to Iggy Pop. I bumped into him at CBGB's before, but I stayed on the other side of the bar.
Mark's love of animals and rescues in particular, and so I did think about that as I was coming out with my cat story.
David Bowie had quite the range in his voice.
Talking about
the
assassination culture. Some of the
didn't he have two different colored eyes?
I think so. I'm not sure.
It's not complicated.
One male, one female.
I want to talk rhetoric on both sides. Was it the CBS Morning to Kevin McCarthy?
Nah, back then I was more of a Southern rocker, man.
And Trump in particular. Oh my God! The people who want to go to
We
Trump.
wore square-toed cowboy boots and straight-legged jeans and flannel shirts with long hair. Looks like we came from the Confederate Army or something,
Trial right now over the second assassination attempt last
Well,
year.
long hair has always been a style for men for centuries and since forever. And then in World War I, when they came out with all the poisonous gas and the mustard gas and all this other stuff, they had to shave so they get the gas mask to sell.
Yep.
They got rid of the long hair.
Well, when I went in the Navy, they They did away with beards. You can't. The OBA and the other breathing apparatuses won't seal on your face.
Exactly right.
From any side of the political aisle. You'll be
Yeah, you just have to dispose of the canisters in salt water.
simply due to rhetoric, political rhetoric. It's not the premise of the problem.
Get any oil on them, they'll explode. In the fire department, we just breathe regular air in those tanks.
I'm sure on the surface ships they have what's called EAB, emergency air breathing.
Right.
Rubber mask, and you plug into the line.
Yeah, this airline breathing mask.
Right. On subs, it's called EAB, emergency air breathing.
Okay, that makes sense.
So you can unplug, move around, plug in, and you have to hold your breath when you do it. But once you're plugged in, if it's full of smoke, you're not breathing the smoke.
Right.
Like on ships I was on, there's 6 compartments and there's a watertight bulkhead and doors between them. So they don't sink.
Yeah, I was damage control petty officer for 1st, 2nd, 3rd divisions when I was a decade. I took care of all the firefighting equipment and made sure it was all operational and ready to roll.
Yeah.
Then I would
every galley watch captain on a submarine has to do that in their space.
Yeah.
We're responsible for that shit.
And then when we hit the
yard, you had what's called bandit kits and tool rolls and shit like that for damage control, right?
Had what now?
You ever hear of a bandit kit?
A banding kit?
A bandit kit, BANDIT. So like if a pipe springs a leak or something, you can cover it up.
Oh yeah, a pipe patch kit.
Right? On submarines,
it's got oakum in it.
It has wooden plugs in it.
Plugs, yeah.
It has metals with rubber on it, so you can band it because it has bands that you can. It has a tool, so you can patch a hole on a pipe that might have broke.
Yeah, you can take it like those anchors you put in the wall, and they spread open. You can use one of those and run it to the bottom of a bucket. Put a rubber thing on it, put a nut on it, and tighten it down over a hole and make a bucket patch. Yeah, I remember all that stuff.
What's going on right now? All the Dougie's people are in Vegas arguing.
Now, one of the things we had, the P250 water pumps.
Yeah.
You got to know how to rig those up too, because they only pump water so high. Then you got to hook it up to another pump, and it'll go so you got to have a series of pumps. The lower the ship, and you got to get it out the water, the more pumps you need. And you got to hook them up in sequence. And then most there's not one real main fire line. There's usually a port and a starboard. There'll be multiple ones. But every ship's set up different depending on its size. And
when you qualify in your space, you have to know where every fire extinguisher is. You have to know where damage control is. You have to know how to rig the room for whatever might be going on.
Yeah, I used to have to take fire extinguishers and have them weighed and inspected, and the snipes would fill them up. And then if you go into any place that stores ammunition, they got those big old tall 6-foot CO2 cylinders. Those things go off. You better get the hell out of there. It'll kill you.
Like the torpedo room.
Yeah.
The way the ventilation is on a submarine.
Mm-hmm.
So like if there's emergency and you got to shut the watertight door into the torpedo room.
I think you got to set Circle Williams too, right?
You got to shut the supply vent first, because if you shut the door, it will pressurize the room.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Isn't that called Circle William? When you shut off all ventilation.
Maybe on the
I can't
surface.
remember.
It is also possible that the nerve damage caused by
Because there's doors on a surface ship that you won't find. All the doors on a submarine are watertight doors.
Right.
Making sense of your world. Greatly appreciated. News Talk 105.9
Taps, lights out. The smoking lamp is out throughout the ship. Now it's taps. Is that what y'all used to say?
That's more you guys, not submarine, because I mean, there were times the lights would be on in berthing because it'd be a work day and everybody's up.
Yeah, well, y'all ain't got no sunlight. On a surface ship, usually about 10 p.m. is taps. All white lights go out, and they turn the red lights on.
Last night, Fox News was on fire. Had a lot
Now, out on the mess decks, they'll have the lights on. Maybe the passageways and stuff, but all the berthing compartments and all that, they all got red lights. And then any time before you walk out onto a main deck or any other deck, exterior weather deck, there'll be a door, and then it'd be painted black, and it'll have a red light there. It'd be like two doors. That way, no white light gets out during like a combat situation.
kind of putting things in perspective, but also
I tell you, that red light makes a difference for your night vision too, especially when that's what your job is, looking out at the ocean. You can come in, you go to like in the Signal Bridge, you go in and you got a red light, we'll walk right out, you can still see.
under certain circumstances.
That's really clever who did that, man. That works really good.
Well, yeah, it's cool. Can be justified.
Did y'all ever get stuck with water hours?
It's actually worse, much worse than I realized, I guess, is what that is for me. So, it doesn't matter who you are, by the way. If you happen to be on the right,
it's pretty quiet.
There are assassinations of people I don't like. That'd be fine.
I gotta try this phone call again.
If that's you, you're broken inside. And just that, by the way, they studied that. There are just not that many people on the right who feel that way.
Hey, just post the numbers that call you.
They're on my phone.
The idea that it's
Damn, I got lemon seeds stuck in my throat.
rhetoric that I get so tired about the rhetoric because you don't go from rhetoric to, yeah, you know what, I think whacking people, I think assassinations are fine. It's what happens when you remove God from the equation. When you remove God from the equation, evil fills.
We got new features.
Period.
Turn files into podcast style conversations.
And especially
Get more done from your wrist.
just continues to make up their own rules.
Google easily edit your photos with AI tools.
The Judeo-Christian
Customize the search bar on your home screen. Find belongings and connect with
God
friends.
stood for every step of the way. What's going to take the place? What's going to take the place? So here we are, just over a week removed from the assassination of Charlie Kirk, and the headlines are just as horrific today as they were on that day, just in slightly modified ways.
I hope they execute that dude publicly, man, so everybody can see it.
Who done what they did to Charlie? That is.
Can you imagine being with somebody that put others at danger too?
Yeah.
Did that bullet go straight through his neck or nobody else got hurt? Obviously, I haven't heard it. Where's the bullet at?
I saw something where they said it might have bounced off the bulletproof vest that he was wearing, but they hadn't been no big talk about it, so
Did
it's
it
probably
stick in
just
his neck?
speculation.
You know what I mean? The entry of the bullet's one thing. It's the exit of the bullet that is the, you know what I mean? It'll fucking blow out the side of your neck.
Yep.
You know, if it's a 30-06 at 200 yards, fucking take your head off.
And he's probably, if he was using soft tipped ammo, oh my God, that bullet would have mushroomed up.
Oh yeah. You know, I never heard the specifics on it. It probably didn't take long for him. He was probably dead instantly. They say he bled out. It didn't take long for him to bleed out, if that's the case. He was dead instantly.
Yeah, being hit that close to he got hit on the left side. That's the aortic valve comes out of the heart there. Just the pressure from that can rip the aorta in half. You know what I'm saying? The velocity and the impact.
He didn't even know it hit him.
Yep.
Well, didn't even know it hit him.
That could have caused the heart to just completely short circuit and shut down that quick.
It kind of all started with John Stewart on Comedy Central. When he was
Acid Trip, you really need to get a new gig. Now, all you fuckers from Shannon's chat, there's fuck you in there. They're all fucking chatting with Dutchie. Now Dutchie's ignoring them and he's fucking posting at other people. He just goes from one person to the other. Dutchie blocks me.
All he does is complain about America.
Yeah, he did.
He don't even work. Yeah, he don't work.
I'm richer than you.
I believe he's kind of opened up a door for all the rest of the late night folks that if they decide they want to, you know, they're making 7 digits, right? They're not, if they do get fired, like Jimmy, he's not going to
let me check JC's chat.
the average guy that gets fired from a job that works check to check.
Oh, wow. Mike H is up there. Look at this fucking conjure fuck. Mike Harris said, I've been laying tile. Oh, they're talking about plumbing shit. Plumb is 3-dimensional. If something's plumb, it has to be straight up and down and on the level. It's a corner. When you plumb something, you're plumbing the corner. You're squaring the corner of a building. That's what plumb means.
And it works by gravity.
That's why you have a plumb bomb.
Yep.
The marketplace is that
Talking about, you know, being off half a bubble or whatever, you know, when you level something. Yeah, like when you're laying brick and block. After a while, you eye it, you get it level, and then you put the level on it. You check each one.
Yeah, they make a line level. Looks like a piece of a pencil with bubble in it. Hang that on a piece of
I used
string.
to clean my dad's tools, play with his tools, everything. My father was a full-fledged mason. He did a lot. My father is fucking good at geometry.
I studied enough of it.
I did want to ask you. I understand that you used to be a Democrat.
Oh, Mike H is showing some of his pop. I got a bud. I ain't even broke into it yet. I'm dying to smoke it. I almost rolled something up earlier. It's got a lot of purple on it.
He's opened the door for any other comedian decides they want to go ahead and check out and go to Hawaii for 2 or 3 months. All they got to do is just pick the right time and say the wrong thing. And guess what? They'll be.
I mean, look at these people on her panel. All right.
I appreciate you being there. God bless.
Keeping it green.
Go to Robert, who is in Wisconsin. Robert, welcome to the show.
Which sometimes I think keeping it green and Tony are the same people.
So it's actually like cats.
Same person. That could be wrong. But they're all Shannon. Shannon loves their fucking Spanish accent.
Okay, why are we spreading hate on Levin's radio program here? I mean, Schumer had no audience, and he said that what we're doing is we're trying to take away the free speech, and it's actually them taking away the free speech. And I just don't get why you.
Those are all CNN wrenches in JC's chat. Every single one of them. Every single one of them had a wrench at fucking CNN chat.
What's going on out there with Schumer? So what you had was the proposal today. They are making a big deal of this.
The donut hole.
And you're going to see this play
Donut hole.
By their allies in the news video. What they call the Nope Act, as they are trying to say that
Got the brains of a hole in a donut.
Censorship and everything. I mean, it's the ultimate in projecting. So everything that the left has done,
I should.
Going back to the Obama administration, using government agencies for targeting purposes, trying to silence conservative organizations, trying to silence those that are trying to disseminate information online, trying to shut down the finances of conservative organizations, in some cases conservative individuals too. So that is all going on right now. And so, I think it's instructive that you're aware, and that's why I played the clip from Schumer.
I bought me a new little barbecue pit today, a little 14-inch one. I got to put it together.
Ryan, my husband and I just wanted to send our sympathy to your cat, Piper. We know the pain. We just we have
Little purple nurple and Acapulco gold in that fucker. Huh?
She was also
I'm going to roll some of this up.
And to bring you some comfort, there's a book. It's called Cold Roses at the Pearly Gate. And it's by the author is Gary Kurtz, I think Kurz. It's a wonderful little book. And when my shepherd Doberman had passed, my parents gave me this book. And it's very biblical, and it teaches us that we will see.
Those papers are thin.
I hope that will bring you some comfort. And speaking of comfort, the poor wife. I can't understand how people can be so cruel. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Where has
and you're talking about Erica Kirk.
Yes. And those little children and his parents and all of his friends. They just, man's allowed to speak and he didn't hurt anybody. These people are nuts.
They are. You have my condolences as well. Thank you for the kind words, and also the book recommendation as well. And actually, what you said is something that my wife was telling me as well. About me trying to get better regarding matters of faith myself. That is something that she had firmly believed in. That maybe I'd been a bit more skeptical of, but now I'm becoming a believer. So thank you for being there, and good call. But yeah, the situation with Erica, the kids, and then you think about, to her point, the Kimmel situation, and here is somebody who is a father, right? We heard a lot about the situation that he became over complications and disability. So here he is, somebody who you were thinking.
Should I roll a joint or do a bong hit?
Well, I understand the gravity of a 31-year-old father not being there for his two young children.
Oh. Should I do a bong hit?
How he can carry out the messaging that he carried out. Again, it gets back to what's broken and what has to be wrong with someone
Prefer a joint.
who's willing to travel down that very dark place. Also, just shows what a poser that guy really is too. Brian Mudd, and for the great.
Oh, it's cold in here.
This is some fucking dense shit right here, Tom. I know you probably don't smoke, but you know what? I served my fucking country. I put my life on the line. You know, the gays want a right to puff on each other's Peters. I finally got the right to puff on a joint. My father used to say up to hunting camp, if God wanted anything better, he would have kept it for himself.
Just as the Declaration explains America's promise, the Constitution
My father was crazy.
all of us are natural. This establishes the possibility, not the guarantee, that we can be.
My father was a hard-working man. I was very fortunate to have parents I have. JC, you doxed my mother. You want to sit there and bitch. You lied. Rusty tells the truth. You blame me for cloning your daughter.
Florida coast. Verbo has over 57,000.
Do I dare take a hit from the bong? I don't even want to dirty the fucker.
Vacation homes, Airbnb, and shows they have. Make it a Verbo for your next coaster.
I should put vodka in the fuck. Or gin. I have gin, no vodka.
Check out plan. Like just one tap. Ridiculously fast acting. Sky high sales stacking. Check it at checkout. That's good stuff. So if your business is in it to win it, win with Shopify. Start your free trial today at shopify.com/win.
This week on Sports News, football's newest star ain't no rookie, it's DirecTV. They make it easy to find your pro and college teams across live TV and streaming apps so you never miss a moment. And with access to your game stats and scores in one place, it's good. It's DirecTV like you've never seen it. Visit DirecTV.com today. Internet-connected Gemini device and separate subscriptions required. New residential customers are lose monthly. Cancel anytime. Credit is required. Unreturned device fees apply. Credit card restrictions apply.
The NFL season is rolling. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code HEART. That's code HEART to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you place your first $5 bet. Plus, over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket for YouTube and YouTube TV. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help with the problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Duke Hill Casino
This stuff is what we call two-toke pop. Two-toke.
Bonus bets expire 7 days after issue. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. NFL Sunday
Yeah.
Ticket for new subscribers only. And all renews until canceled. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional NFL Sunday Ticket terms at youtube.com/go/NFL Sunday Ticket/terms. Limited time offer.
Americans love their credit cards, one of the most secure and hassle-free ways to pay. But DC politicians want to change that with the Durbin-Marshall credit card bill. Now, this bill lets corporate megastores pick how your credit card is processed, allowing them to use untested payment networks that jeopardize your data security and reward. Corporate megastores will make it tell Congress to guard the card, because Americans lose what politicians choose. Coalition.
And sound go on now. Time shift and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit information kit. 800-959-3388. 800-959-3388.
Paid for by Wesley Financial Group.
Making sense of your world. I agree with everything you're saying.
News 529 WMAL. Making sense of the news.
Breaking news and the inside. 5.9 WNAL.
You're rolling in a joint. A lot of it goes up in smoke unless you tap it out.
In the dark corners of the internet, all the way to the Oval Office, want to cherry pick which instances of political violence they want to condemn. Listen, doing that only further divides us, and it makes it harder to heal.
What in the world are you talking about, man? Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro. So a little thing about this, when they're cherry picking which instances of political violence. Okay, so let me run this one by you real quick. We have 7 total attempts, 6 events that were assassinations over the past 2.5 years. Of those 7 instances, 6 were on the left, 1 on the right, 1 involving Minnesota's former speaker, Melissa, and her husband and her dog. Horrific situation. I don't recall anybody on the right saying, yes.
I'm not going on Discord.
Was he like, yeah, cherry picking? Which instances of political violence? This is not a both sides. This hasn't been.
It's not the bong, it's the pot.
And the people.
Wicked.
They're so far. I guess they just count on to be so stupid.
I don't cough half as much as these fuckers out here do.
Donald Trump.
This weather's still plugging my sinuses up from time to time.
It's unconscionable, these people. And speaking of which, I had referenced research, a study that had been conducted by the Network Contagion Research Institute, Rutgers University's Social Perception Lab, about political violence, about assassinations in the tolerance sport. And ultimately, they got about half of folks on the left. They're like, yeah, you know what? I could see a circumstance where assassinating Musk or Trump is okay. So let me just break that down a little bit more for you. What they did in the study, they took a look at individuals that identified as far left, liberal, or slightly liberal. By the way, they did this on the right as well. There just wasn't much of it to be found. But the far left liberal, slightly liberal, and then they focused on the views justifying assassinations. To give you an idea of how deeply disturbing the situation is on the political left, 13% view a potential Trump assassination as completely justified. 9% say the same from us. Just unconditional, yeah. Then you get 28% of the political left who see a potential Trump assassination as it could be somewhat justified. 20% about Musk. And then by the time you add in the qualifiers, there are certain situations where like, yeah, 55% will get to. Think on Trump, 48 months. Nothing to see there, right?
The NFL season is rolling. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code HEART. That's code HEART to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you place your first $5 bet. Plus, over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV in partnership with DraftKings. The gambling grind. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Fees may apply in Illinois. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. NFL Sunday ticket offer for new subscribers only. And auto renews until canceled. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional NFL Sunday ticket terms at youtube.com/go/NFL Sunday ticket/terms. Limited time offer.
A Better Life with Dr. Sanjay Gupta.
Well, this one may be bad news for me. A small pilot study in South Korea found that working long hours
could potentially lead to changes in the structure of your brain. Researchers there scanned the brains of more than 100 healthcare workers and compared those who work 52 hours a week or more, the legal upper limit in that country, to those who work less. They saw changes in the middle frontal gyrus, which plays a major role in cognitive functions, attention, memory, and language-related processes, as well as an area known as the insula, which is involved in emotional processing, self-awareness, and understanding social context. I know there's not a lot most of us can do about working long hours, but what this study does tell us is important. If you are overworked, you probably need to place an even greater emphasis on your rest and your recovery. I'm Dr. Sanjay Gupta, helping you live a better life.
Woodbridge, Washington, a Cumulus media station. Making sense of the news. News Talk 105.9. News now.
National for Free Speech.
I told you it was going to only take one hit.
Celebrating the suspension of Jimmy Kimmel's late night show after comments made following the shooting death of Charlie Kirk.
Well, Jimmy Kimmel was sorry because he had bad ratings more than anything else, and he said a horrible thing about a great gentleman known as Charlie Kirk.
While Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer said the suspension amounts to censorship.
U.S. was built on the right to free speech. And some of us might not even agree with the expansive definitions that some of the reports have done on things like Citizens United. But it's a hallmark of America.
There's a report ABC executives are set to meet with Kimmel to discuss the future of the show. Speaker Mike Johnson says the House will vote tomorrow on a short-term spending bill.
We genuinely just need to buy a little more time for the appropriators to do their job. I can't understand how anybody could make a rational argument against that, unless they're trying to use it for partisan political purposes.
On Fox's special report with Brett Baer, Democrats have released their own plan, which calls for extending subsidies for the Affordable Care Act. Johnson calls that a December policy issue, not a September funding issue. Fox is told votes on the competing plans are set for midday tomorrow. The U.S. Coast Guard and Navy have hauled in tens of thousands of pounds of drugs and busted dozens of people since the launch of what they're calling Operation Pacific Viper last month.
So far, DHS says the Navy and Coast Guard have arrested nearly 60 narco-terrorists and drug smugglers and seized more than 75,000 pounds of cocaine. Operation Pacific Viper produced the U.S. attack on a Venezuelan boat believed to be hauling drugs. 11 people were killed. A second strike took out another Venezuelan boat, killing 3 more.
Fox's Jill Nato. President Trump has also ordered destroyers to the U.S. Southern Command, which covers central and...
All right, second bong hit.
Fox News.
That cleared my sinuses. Wow.
Aiming higher. I'm Sharon Reardon from the Novak Motors News Desk. Good evening. D.C. Councilmember Robert White setting his sights on a higher office.
I'm planning to file to run for our congressional seat.
He's urging Washingtonians to support him.
That spark that I see across the city, we need to light it into a fire so that we can protect this beautiful city.
He would be challenging longtime D.C. Congressman Mountain, whom he called, quote, our lion on the hill. The 88-year-old A new audit has found that Maryland's social work agencies inadvertently expose foster children to convicted felons.
The report from the Department of Legislative Services found the agencies failed to administer proper background checks for service providers, leaving the door open for children to be exposed to offenders. Some 280 foster children were placed under the supervision of unlicensed providers, whose employees included someone who was listed on the sex offender registry and another who'd been convicted of murder in 1990. The same audit found the state overpaid foster care providers by $34 million. Maryland House Republicans released a statement calling the findings disgusting and infuriating.
John Matthews on WMAL and WMAL.com.
WMAL News Time is 8:04. I'm Sharon Reardon, and now here's your WMAL traffic and weather from the Hudkey Carpet Cleaning Traffic Center.
Southbound side of the BW Parkway in Jessup, you're going to find it slow from 32 to 197. Northbound side of the BW Parkway in Riverdale, stop and go from 450 to the Beltway. On the Beltway inner loop in Bethesda, slow from 270 to the Mormon Temple. The outer loop of the Beltway in Bethesda is slow from River Road to the GW Parkway. And on 270 in McKenna County, no delays between the Beltway and Frederick. And now for GarageDoorRepair.com, the WMAL Storm Watch 7 forecast.
Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 62. Tomorrow, sunny, humid, and warm with a high of 88.
Jumpstart MD is your Bay Area weight loss solution, helping you feel lighter, healthier, and more confident with personalized plans and easy access to GLP-1 weight loss medications. Start in person or online for only $99. Offer ends September 30th. JumpstartMD.com.
The NFL season is rolling. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code HEART, that's code HEART, to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you place your first $5 bet. Plus, over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Fees may apply in Illinois, void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/bonus. NFL Sunday Ticket offer for new subscribers only and auto renews until canceled. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional NFL Sunday Ticket terms at youtube.com/go/NFL Sunday Ticket/terms. Limited time offer.
Stop settling for weak sound. It's time to level up your game and bring the boom. Hit the town with the ultra-durable LG X Boom portable speaker and enjoy vibrant sound wherever you go. Elevate your listening experience to new heights because, let's be real, your music deserves it. The future of sound is now with LG X Boom. And for a limited time, save 25% at LG.com with code FALL25. Bring the boom. X Boom.
Now on 105.9 FM and streaming worldwide on the WMAL app. Mark Levin.
Aside from Donald Trump, I can't think of a single person who deserves more credit.
Of course, your Vice President, J.D. Vance, strong statement there. Strong statement. Oh, by the way, it is what's out there with this Kimmel stuff is just hilarious. And so you had the Eric Swalwell in Congress today with his Jimmy Kimmel Live hat on. And somebody actually sent me, I guess there are a bunch of memes that are going around with Kimmel. And I thought they were jokes. You have people that are apparently like putting out, I stand with Jimmy Kimmel. And I am Jimmy Kimmel. Like, what? I thought they were parodies. I thought, like, no, these people are serious. I stand with Jimmy Kimmel. Oh my gosh, that is part of the problem. That is so part of the problem. Do you realize what you stand with at that point? It's not a very happy thing to be standing there. All right, Brian Mudd in for Mark Levin. Mark is in Israel. We'll be back in the not so distant, and they'll be locked and loaded for you again. I host the Brian Mudd Show, home station WJNO in West Palm Beach, and you can catch me socially at Brian Mudd Radio. Also, the Brian Mudd Show podcast, wherever you get your podcast. And I have had a lot of stuff up till now that has been all part of the heavy news cycle. A lot of it that has been kind of chilling when we take a look at the research and the assassination culture out there. I did want to talk about the brighter side here for a minute, because there is a lot of good news actually out there. You know, good news never prints as much as the negative stuff. And the negative stuff, when you effectively have half of the left that under certain conditions, like, yeah, I can see where assassinating Trump and Musk, that seems about right. I mean, that is a deeply disturbing place to be in for this country when you got effectively half of the country It's like, yeah. Oh boy. So the Charlie Kirk effect, as we take a look at the brighter side of things here, you know, in the grand scheme of this news cycle, you see what the positives are. You've seen so much of what's been happening at Turning Point all throughout the course of this week. One of the tributes there, unbelievable. You've no doubt heard about the tens of thousands of requests for new chapters for Turning Point USA that have come in. By the way, totaling close to 60,000 new chapter requests most recently. That's in addition to hundreds of thousands of volunteer requests that have come pouring in. By way of comparison, you take a look at what Turning Point as an organization was preceding Kirk's assassination. Super impressive, right? Super influential, right? I mean, as J.D. Vance said in that clip, next to Trump, nobody did more to get him elected as vice president than Charlie Kirk and Turning Point. And yet, Turning Point USA, at the time of Charlie's assassination, had a total of 2,100 chapters, fewer than 500 employees. Again, you're talking about just the requests. And they're obviously not all going to translate into new chapters, but just the intent, close to 60,000, hundreds of thousands of volunteer requests. I mean, that's massive. There is no doubt going to be explosive growth at Turning Point because of this incredible interest. And so it leaves little doubt that Turning Point will soon have a far larger presence, a far greater influence than ever before. Earlier today, Erica Kirk was unanimously named by the board of Turning Point the new CEO. So she is officially at the reins. I mean, her speech last Friday, one of the most incredible messages, one of the most incredible presentations that I have ever seen. She's going to be an unbelievable force. And with all this support, holy cow. So stand by. But also importantly, one of the, I was talking about last hour, the spiritual part of all this and the brokenness. It has nothing to do with rhetoric, because left-right rhetoric, I think about this. You take a look all throughout our country's history. I mean, the founding fathers were fighting with each other endlessly. They weren't all on the same page about things. It'd be very difficult political discourse has been part of everything. We used to have fights in Congress. We had, speaking of assassinations, you had members of Congress. There have been 12 members of Congress.
What's the matter, Acid? What's the matter, Alpesh? Are you mad? Alpesh is mad.
Into the Capitol because stuff happened. And so it's
are you mad, Alpesh? I think you're mad, aren't you? You want to do this again tonight, like what we did last night? Is that what you want to do? I went and I brushed my teeth after eating that popcorn.
I mean, we literally fought a war against ourselves in this country. So it's been much worse, I assure you. But I will say that I'm not seeing anything so deeply disturbing in modern American history as what I'm seeing, where you have this assassination culture that is pervasive on the left. And the only way you're going to fix something when you have somebody that believes that an assassination of somebody they don't like politically is an acceptable thing. Only way you're going to fix that is by fixing what's broken inside of that person. The only way that's going to happen is if they turn back to faith, turn back to God. And that ultimately was Charlie's biggest thing, right? He said himself, if he wanted to be remembered as one thing, That's what he wanted to be remembered for, was his faith, his Christian faith. So about that, we are seeing the surge, not just with Turning Point, but we're seeing the surge in Pews too. So here we are. We've got a full week worth of information. We're a full week past the assassination. And churches across the country continuing to see increased attendance, especially from young adults and teens. The Catholic News Agency specifically reporting 15% increases. 15% increases. Okay, so what does that look like? Now, to put it in perspective, well, what do you think it was? How far back do you have to go? What would be the most recent event that would be comparable, that would lead somewhere in the neighborhood of, say, 15% more people to church? Well, that would be post 9/11, when the Pew Research Center measured church attendance rising by an average of 16%. 16%. Again, we're getting reports here coming out the first week at 15. So I think this comparison helps add some additional context to the Charlie Kirk effect in this regard. And I mean, across this country, but also, for that matter, around the world. And so think about this having the impact on people from a
You don't worry, Billy. You got that scared look in your eyes, as always. What are you worried about, son?
I mean, that shows you the gravity of the situation. It's big time.
You don't even know how to smoke a bong properly. Dumb cunt.
Yeah, with the notable surge,
Yeah,
with commonly the youngest.
Billy, you can't even smoke a bong properly. You know what you're doing even? That's not how to smoke a bong.
There's a lot there that
you're supposed to smoke the whole bowl all at once. Because what you're smoking now is burnt stuff. What kind of shit? Clear the tube out. Clear the whole tube out. Take all the smoke out the tube, man, in the whole hit. You do it, man. Tell me because you can't handle it. It's run away into the bathroom. I told you. I was going to poop up a day. You can't handle it, old man. You can't handle it, son. He's trying to act hard than that with his fucking bong and that. You don't even know how to use a bong. You don't know how to use a bong. You didn't even smoke it properly and you can't, and you're fucked. You can't handle it. You're weak, man. You're an old man trying to smoke a bong. Put it away with you before you get a heart attack.
9 times per month. Millennials, 1.8. That is about double for both of those generations where it was.
But really, your parents have no money. Your dad was rubbish. He never had no job, nothing. Because look where you live. You're a loser. You haven't got nothing. You take hand-me-down clothes. You wear other people's second-hand clothes, you bastard.
And then you get into boomers.
Your dad's pissed. I'm moving into a brand new field tomorrow. Brand new, no one's.
I mean, for most people, it's probably exactly the opposite of what you would think.
I'm going to move to a brand new place.
Now, literally, the
Nothing's
younger
ever
you
is a
go,
brand new
the more
place,
likely
brand new
they
car,
are
brand new shower, brand new kitchen,
to seek
brand new
a closer
everything's brand new.
connection.
That's where I'm going. That's where I'm moving.
That's really
What happened to you?
interesting.
You stuck in your
The shift is
jacket.
real.
Your parents were so fucking
So
good.
it's already showing renewed interest in faith.
You got nothing.
And by the way, in the study, they found that churches that lean into relationships, especially with digital tools like social media, that's where the biggest gains are coming in. But it's the first time in American history the younger generations are the most interested in connecting with their faith, and far more than older generations. And again, that was prior to the Charlie Kirk effect. Now, he may very well have influenced this heavily, his work through Turning Point, but that is prior to the assassination. And then you take a look at, and oh, by the way, we're getting like 9/11 style increases, and the biggest increases are coming with the younger generations, and that really begins to paint a picture, doesn't it? And on a personal note, I've received notes to this effect from listeners that have told me they were reconnecting with their faith. You know, I've had folks that have told me, hey, you know, I'm seeking out a church for the first time.
boy.
So I see this even anecdotally. And so, yeah, Gen Z and millennials now the most regular churchgoers in the U.S. It's a pretty remarkable thing. I'll pick up there next. Brian Mudd in for the great one.
Mud Lovin'. News Talk 105.9 WMAL. Making sense of the news.
Folks, some of America's most cherished values are being challenged. Values like faith, family, and freedom that have guided this nation for generations. That's why I proudly support AMAC, the Association of Mature American Citizens. AMAC is the conservative alternative, offering not only a strong voice for traditional values, but real benefits and discounts that make a difference in your everyday life. And as a member, you'll receive exclusive discounts and benefits on travel, insurance, prescription services, and so much more, along with helpful tools and resources designed to keep you ahead of the curve. And one of the best parts, you'll get the AMAC magazine packed with insightful content and updates that matter to you. Right now, when you choose a 5-year membership, you'll receive up to 33% off, just over $1 a month. So go to amac.us/Levine, AM.
I took 3 hits off of that. Look at that already. It'll fucking resin build up already. That's how good that pot is. Wow. I took 3 hits. I took 3 hits off it. Last one I cleared the tube, because I took in some smoke. So I just took 3 big hits off this motherfucker. It's some of the best pot you're ever going to smoke. Sucks to be you. You're not American. You're fucking jealous of Americans. Fuck you, you fucking olive oil looking dumb motherfucker. Fuck you. You ain't, go ahead. You got the stage. I'll let you speak. Go ahead. Run your fucking mouth. I'm restreaming. You going to report me? I got more than you have. You just got evicted. I ain't not getting evicted. That's good pot right there, boy.
You're a drug addict.
This ain't a drug. It's an herb. It's an herb. All it does is give you a euphoria. Makes you hungry. That's it. You don't know shit. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You're a fucking idiot. You got kicked out. Hi, Tom. You back? You want to say anything to Acid Trip or no? You can if you want. He's crying about us right now.
No problem. I don't care what you got to say. You're fucking what you think doesn't matter.
Then why are you listening to me then?
You ain't got a clue.
And why are you watching? Why are you coming into my chat with your fucking alt account? Fuck you. Barack, I'm supposed to say something when I do that.
We'll just send in an aircraft carrier and steal all their women's and wives.
Hey, Acid Trip, how come British women like American men more than they do British men? That's a fact. They're overpaid, oversexed, and overhear is what they used to say back when we had to save your ass from the Germans.
How comes American like British men?
So, how much furniture do you have to move anyways? Is that the only chair you have to sit in? He's got his bed right there behind him, all right? He's got boxes on his bed. Everything he owns is on that fucking camera. Everything he owns is on that camera. Yeah. Real stuffy tonight. All of a sudden.
We live in a rat-infested.
There ain't no rats here. The only rat here is the one I'm watching on my fucking phone right here. You're the only rat here. You ain't fuck anybody's life up but your own. This motherfucker thinks he fucked our... Did you call the cops? Yeah, I'm waiting for you to call village cops.
I rang all of your fucking neighbors. I rang all of your local stores.
All right, Tom. Sorry to bore you.
On the street I rang all of your stores and everyone. I rang your
You
pharmacy.
didn't ring shit. I rung every stuff. And what did it do to you?
Look at your face. Look at you. You look shit. You look fucked up. You're scared. You're scared, aren't you, Billy? I've ruined your
You
fucking
scared,
life.
aren't you, Billy? Aren't you, Billy? Billy.
Nothing about him. Says it in your face. I can read it in the. What did it do to me? Nothing. What it done to
I'm
you
not
is
trying to do anything to
it
you.
fucked your brain up, man.
You're doing
Everywhere
to
you
you,
go, they look
not
at you like
me.
you're a cunt because I spoke to all of your village. I know more about your village than you. I spoke to more people in your village than you.
Heidi ho.
Hey, what? Look, you're gonna, were you pulling out that bong? Look, I stressed him out so much, he needs another bong here. Got an old man.
And so you start to put this together. It's like, all right.
Oh, fuck, you in your
Well, this is definitely something that Charlie would want to see.
Oh, Billy.
So here's the next piece of this.
Roughed you up, boy.
Not only good for their souls, you might say, but also for society. So it should come as no surprise.
Oh, poor Billy, did I rough you up?
Studies consistently show that there is
Oh, did I ruin your bong high?
Between regular
Supposed to get a high and be happy. Look at you. Look at you. I fucked your brain up, man. You're going to be sitting there mentally ill for the rest of the day. Oh, look at you, Billy.
So, for example, a study in social
Your dad's
science
tools. Your dad had nothing, though.
found that
Your dad has no money. Look at you. You've got no money because your parents have got no money. What's up, isn't it?
far less likely to engage in criminal behavior, especially
Look at where you live, man. Look at where you live.
To 30% lower likelihood
Why's your front
of committing
door
any
holding
crimes,
Look at the
and a little bit higher when it comes to violent acts.
Why have you got a jackpot holding your arse?
So you want to
what is going on?
knock down crime by 20
You
to
got
30%? Yeah,
You
get people
look like
to,
you're on your deathbed.
to connect
You're
with them.
withering away, Billy.
Get
You've
people
noticed
insured.
that too, haven't you? You're on your way out.
As was stated
You've got
in
no
the
woman to
Journal
look after
of
you. You've
Research
got
in
nothing.
Crime and
You've got no
Delinquency,
money.
quote,
Hey, when you get
religious
ill, you've got no money.
involvement fosters
You've
social
got nothing, Billy.
bonds and moral
Have you?
frameworks
Have
that
you,
deter
Billy?
criminality.
Okay,
makes
Billy's
sense.
restricted.
And for years, I've shared, including on this show, guesting for the great one, the connection to faith and mental health outcomes based
Hey,
on
Billy?
Harvard's groundbreaking
I
research
fucked
that
everything
came
up
in
for you, haven't I, Billy?
2018.
You didn't think that would happen, did you?
That showed that by the age of
Did you
20,
ever, in your wildest dreams, think
those
some
who are
random
with
Indian
religious
guy from UK
practices,
would have done
on
this to you?
average,
Did you ever think that would happen to them?
30% more likely to help others, 33% less likely to engage in substance abuse, among a whole host of other things. And what was more in the Harvard study is that fared best
Hey, Billy, what?
for those who pray
Billy
daily.
can't answer. He's a gutless guy. What think you,
In other
Billy?
words,
You're gutless like your
having
fucking
faith
father.
in one's life
Like
and
father, like
capacity,
son.
being
So obviously you
raised
can tell the
in
kind of
that
dad,
kind of
Billy, yeah?
environment
A
without
weak
being
fucking
part of
coward
culture
that everyone bullied and
provided
talked about.
benefit.
And treated like
And
shit.
then the more involved with one's faith was,
Isn't
the
that right?
greater
Your
the
father
benefit.
was a
I mean,
lump
it
of shit.
stands to
You
reason,
didn't even
right?
know
Especially
your
if you're a
father.
person of faith. This
You told us you
most
didn't
sensible
know.
thing in the world
You
to
didn't
be
know that
taught.
he died.
So no
Billy,
risk
why didn't you
crimes,
go
but
to why didn't you go to your dad's
then you start
funeral?
taking a look at what's happening here.
Billy, why
You
didn't you go
start
to your
taking a
dad's
look
funeral?
at the Charlie Kirk effect, and you begin to see
Billy,
the real positive.
I showed
of
you
this
your
study.
father's grave.
Because,
You didn't
okay,
even know where
so
your
we
father's
have
grave
this
was
surge
until
in
I showed it
attendance
to you.
that is
Isn't that correct, Robert?
analogous what
Hayden.
we've seen so far that's
Not
been
Paul
measured
Robert, like
to
Robert
what
Bunny
we
Buns.
saw
What's
after
going on,
9/11.
Billy?
But we're also seeing it in the youngest generations of adults. We were seeing that before
the assassination.
I'm the one
Hey,
that's
that is
giving you
especially
PTSD, Billy.
For the future.
I'm the one that's giving you PTSD,
And you
Billy.
begin to
Let me
take a look
repeat
at
that again.
what's happening with those that
I'm the one
didn't
that has
take the
given you
girls to church. And if you see
PTSD.
that
Or
kind of
whatever the
surge
fuck
in interest in
PTSD.
going to church, how many people
PMT,
are
Mama
taking a
Rasta.
look
I'll give you that as well.
You know, hey, what is this all
PTSD, all
about
that
in
shit.
the first place? You gotta imagine that.
That's me. I've done this for you, man. Yep. Yep. And then Nancy, you didn't tell us your mum had a twin, Nancy, huh? You didn't tell us about that, did you, Billy? Hmm? She got passed around like your mum. You know what twins do? You know women twins. Google it. It's a psychological fact and all that, right? Psychology shit and all that, right? You can Google it. Twin women do lesbian shit together. It's a fact. Twin boys do gay shit together. It's a fact. Google it, man. There's some programs on TV about it. It's all fucked up, man. Brain food. And your incest family is so sick. Your mother and her twin sister must have been passed around through the family. You do know that, innit? The family, the old uncles must have got excited thinking, oh, look, we've got twin bitches to pass about. Sick cunts. And you sit there laughing at women who got raped when they was underage. What a great man you are. You know, no wonder you're sitting there on your own and no woman, because you laugh at women that got raped, Billy. So why is any woman going to come and sit next to you? Huh? Where's your brain, like? What happened to you, son? You're an idiot, man. And I fucked your life up, man. What? Nothing to say, Billy, no?
No, you got the you have the floor. Go ahead.
Coward, that's why.
I'm listening to you. You have the floor. Go ahead. Spit it all out. Get it off your chest. Come on. Cry to Billy. Hurry up.
What your cockroach infested floor? No thanks. I don't want your cockroach infested floor. I don't want to fucking touch. I don't want to touch your cockroach infested floor. You dirty, sick paedophile cunt using underage girls and laughing at women got that rape.
Why all this anger? Why are you so? I'm a stranger to you. You don't even know me. Wow, you are triggered. Very bothered. Why are you so bothered, stick boy? Twiggy.
It doesn't matter if you're a stranger or my neighbor.
Twiggy, why are you so fucking upset? Twiggy? Stick boy Twiggy.
Where's your logic? Eh? If I walk down the road and I see a woman getting beat by a stranger, I'm gonna
if you could do 3 push-ups, you might get laid.
Listen, son, I own you, I own your goddamn mother's grave, and I own your father's
boy,
grave.
I bet
Never forget that.
Britain's really safe in your arms. You're gonna fucking stand up to Al Qaeda and all them when they come into your country. Oh, they're already there. That's right.
I push up my cock on your mother's mouth.
You can't do shit. All you can do is sit in a fucking 1-room apartment and run your suck fuck. Your mother. Your mother. What about your father? Your father raised a piece of shit, that's for sure. He didn't take you camping, that's for sure.
Run your suck fuck. I fucked your life up.
You ain't fucked. The only thing you fucked up is your. I'm not the one getting evicted. You are. You got to move. Then you got to have your mother pay your rent for you because you don't work. You don't make any money. If you make any money on YouTube, it buys your fucking beer and shit because you're an alcoholic. Fuck you. Bought an 8-ball of cocaine the other night. How much that cost you? $300-$400?
Watch where I'm living.
Huh?
I'm moving out.
How much that little bag of cocaine cost you the other night? Tell us. How much you pay for that little tiny bag of cocaine? Was that an 8-ball? What is that, 3.5 grams?
You can't afford cocaine.
I wouldn't do it. Why would I buy cocaine?
$1,000 that night I spent $1,000 that night on cocaine.
Oh, there you go. That's why you're getting evicted, probably.
I spent $1,000.
That's a good reason to kick your fucking ass out of there, because
you
you're.
can't afford it.
Yeah, but I'm not getting evicted. You are.
You want to do cocaine.
See?
You said it.
There you go.
He was asking me. You were talking to me about how this.
Wow,
You
wow.
wanted the hooker.
Look at flock of wah-wahs, wah-wah, wah-wah-wah-wah.
See the lies that come out of your
Wah,
mouth.
wah.
You're an idiot, man.
Wah,
Go
wah.
and fucking clean your mother's
I'm a
grave.
happy idiot.
Go and
I
find your
enjoy
mother's
doing
grave
it.
and clean it.
Huh. Stick boy Twiggy.
Half of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Fees may apply in Illinois. Void in Ontario.
I'm in your brain, motherfucker. I'm in your fucking brain, motherfucker.
No, I'm in your computer and you're all about Billy Hayden. You notice my chat doesn't have your name in it, right? But your chat has my name in it. Why is that?
Making sense of your world.
Boy.
Chris Plant, weekdays 9 to noon on 105.
Why is that? Because I'm exposing you for being a sicko and a pedophile.
You haven't exposed jack. You haven't
That's why
exposed
you're
jack
stupid.
shit. You're the dumb
Evidently
fuck.
you understand?
You
I need to explain
understand.
everything to you. Why this, why that, and all that.
Cerebral voice. Talk with that voice now. 877-381-3811.
It's repulsive that the Trump administration is perversely using this awful death
Billy, you're
as
too
a
dumb to
predicate
win
to
a conversation
supercharge
with
their
me. You're too dumb
long-standing
to win
campaign
anything
against
against me. You
political
understand?
opponents. How
So the
low
best thing
can
is,
they go?
fuck off. Simple as that.
Oh
Who
my
wants
gosh.
that?
First of all, he's nowhere near as good of an actor as
Where's
Spider.
it go join your mum?
As Cory
And
Booker,
your mum's twin sister, Nancy
New Jersey
Jones.
senator. That being Chuck Schumer.
Don't be happy. Go join your mum, Billy. There's nothing for you, is it?
Outrage
Go
there.
and
It's
join your
just-
mother.
it is hilarious.
You know that. Simple as that.
Oh
You know
my
you want.
gosh! Talk about he goes
You
in
know
the
what you
bucket
have
to
to
where
do it,
he's
man.
not believable as a person on this planet. It is just it is so laughable, that guy, as they are
You do it. You come on
pretending to be
YouTube every
the
day and
free
get cursed the
speech
shit out of you.
crusaders now. They're
I'm gonna
just
fuck your
they're
brain
so
up with the house. Look at the state.
horrified
Look what this all done to you,
by
man.
Kimmel
I'm not gonna
getting
stop.
axed by
Motherfucking pervert,
companies
sicko,
that are
pedophile,
making
cunt,
corporate
bastard, racist
decisions.
son of a bitch. I'll never stop.
Just
I'm never gonna stop until you've joined your mother. You
and
do
being
understand
projected.
that, don't you, Billy?
It is the people who brought you cancel culture, the people who weaponized federal government agencies, the
The
people
sooner
that
you
tried
join
to
your mother, the
silence
sooner
you,
the
that tried
pain
to
stops,
put
Billy.
you out of
Yeah?
the job.
You
All
want the
these.
pain to stop? Go join your
Oh
mother.
my gosh, no conscience. Those people. Talk about some people that need to dent the door of a
You want
church.
to play games with a man at the top?
Now,
You ain't intelligent enough to be
well, I'm not
fucking
in
playing
for
games with a
Mark
man
Levin.
like me
Great
who's
one
out
in
right at the
Israel.
top. You understand what?
He will be
Now
back
run along,
in
Billy.
the near future.
Run along, little
And
boy.
in the meantime, you can brush up on your reading with On Power. If you don't have a copy yet, shame on you. You can correct that right now by going to your favorite bookstore, going to Amazon, whatever, just On Power. Go ahead and get your copy and become more informed. That way, when Mark gets back, you're ready to go. Now, as we take a look at, kind of the context, I was going through the Charlie Kirk effect and some of the real positives, and even how, what we have seen here is analogous from a church going standpoint to what we saw after 9/11. Pretty remarkable thing. Some historical perspective for you. When you take a look at the history of political assassinations in this country, in our country's 249 plus year history, if we take a breakout of political assassinations that have taken place, starting with the federal level, we have had 4 presidents that have been assassinated in American history. We have had 4 federal judges that have been assassinated. There have been 8 diplomats assassinated. And you have had 12 members of Congress that have been assassinated. Then you take a look at the state level. At the state level, in our country's history, 4 governors have been assassinated, 2 state judges,
3 cabinet officials, and 25 state legislators. And then all the way down to the local level, you have had 16 officials in various capacities within local governments that have been assassinated. Okay, so you got all those numbers there, right? Well, just overview. You don't need to hang on to it. I'm just going to come back to one. Now, how many non-office holders, influential non-office holders, were assassinated for political reasons? You know the number? That is 4. The same as the number of presidents that have been assassinated, or federal judges, or governors. And so it really shows you how rare by comparison it has been. And kind of the overall impact on this country those can have. And so if you take a look at the company that Charlie Kirk keeps in this regard, you go back to June of 1963. These are the other 3. You had Medgar Evers, civil rights activist who was murdered by a white supremacist. Next up, February in 1965, in Malcolm X, a black nationalist leader murdered by members of the Nation of Islam. Next up, April 4th, 1968, Martin Luther King Jr., of course, civil rights leader, murdered by segregationists. Which also shows you something about the 60s in particular. There are a lot of similarities. The assassination culture of the 60s and what we have seen here over the past 2.5 years. So Charlie Kirk, faith-based conservative activist, joins that company. And if I'm looking at this thing from an optimistic perspective, I mean, how horrible the 60s were with all the assassinations that took place. I just mentioned the non-office holders. Of course, then you start getting into the office holders like Kennedy, both Kennedys. Sitting president, senator who was a presidential candidate, among others, and it was a horrible window of time. But the country was able to move on.
I don't think they're educated like you. You're dumb cunts. The whole family's stupid, man. It tells us everything what your dad done in your mum's obituaries. I'll put it up on my screen now. Let's find them. I'll tell you exactly what fucking your dad done for a living. You fucking dick. You're watching me, are you? Fucking idiot. Where's she gone? There's the fucking hole. There's that dirty. There she is. There's our little Sally. Quarter-time Daily Times. Obituaries. Let's see what your dad done for a living. Let's see. Let's have a look. Fuck up, man. Where's the fucking wall, man? Let's use access to page here, right? Funerals, burial at East Riverside. Yeah, Billy, that's where your mum is, eh? At East Riverside Cemetery, eh? She's lying around there. So she's the daughter of Glenn B. Fucking. I don't know about your dad. He's married to Robert Hayden. First Baptist Church in Grosvenor. You're all from Grosvenor. You just lived there all your life. You've never been anywhere, have you? Oh, fucking, your family's got no money to have gone anywhere. That's why in the shit shanty now. Fucking idiot, yeah. That's sweet. It says your mum used to like going fishing in Canada, right? Yeah. You couldn't go because you had a criminal record. Mum went to Canada to go. Imagine Sally going fishing. Like, was she actually fishing? Barbara. She was survived by her children, Barbara and Robert Leeson of Antwerp, JC and Barry of Grosvenor. Who's Barbara and Robert Leeson of Antwerp? Right? Was that your brother and sister? And Jason and Gary. Who's Gary? Gary Diger. Who's that? Scott and Cindy. Jill and Brian Tarrant. Who the fuck are these motherfuckers? And there's 7 grandchildren. Eh? Your mum got busy back and getting knocked up, innit? She got cut off to be fucking big fat cunt. Now, 4 stepchildren. Your mum had stepchildren, isn't it? How do stepchildren? So fucking you had stepchildren. You was unwanted, innit? They obviously looked after the stepchildren. Who's your stepchildren? Great, fucking great-grandchildren. Sandy also survived by her sisters Lorraine Johnson and Cindy. Where the fuck did he come? Where the fucking him? We all know about your dad. Billy's a good son. Billy's a good son. Billy told us he only visited his mum twice in the Watertown Good Samaritan keep home that he shoved a bit. What a great son, eh? That's the man. That's the son we all want. Nothing to say, Billy. You've gone a bit quiet there, man. Something happened.
You have the floor. Go ahead. I'm listening to you. Everybody's waiting to hear you speak. That's why we're all quiet. You got so much to say. Get it off your chest, boy.
I don't want your cockroach ridden floor. And bones up. Yeah, normally you got a big fucking mouth. Normally you got plenty. Normally you got plenty to say, old man. What happened to your big mouth now? Huh? No, because that bone fucked you up. You don't know what to say, do you? It fucked your brain up.
High as a fucking kite.
That's why you fuck your mouth, innit? Because normally you don't stop talking shit. Why don't you talk shit now? You got nothing to say, no? Because I shut you up. Me and that bone of yours shut you up, innit?
You ain't gonna do shit. What are you gonna do?
Huh? What? What's that, Billy?
So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do there, stick boy?
You're gonna get some help.
Stick boy Twiggy.
Why are you withering away? Have you looked at yourself in the mirror? You're withering.
Yeah, I just brushed my teeth a little while ago after eating popcorn.
There's a problem because you're eating a lot, but you're shrinking. You're withering away. You go to the doctors and get a checkup. I reckon you got massive problems.
I'm waiting for you to call the cops on me again. Call fucking cops. Call the cops. Call the cops. Hurry up. Call the cops. 315-287-1212. Call the cops.
Oh, is you waiting for that? Oh, you're still tripping. You're still tripping about that, are you? You're still upset.
I gotta go get more water. I'm out of water.
I don't need the number. I've already in touch with the detective there, about. You've already got
there are no detectives at the fucking cop shop.
To give me some I'm going to listen to anything you say, old man. You're still upset. Look at you. You need to go and get the fucking help.
Maybe you should call the St. Lawrence County Sheriff. You might get something there. They might come talk to me if you fucking call them, complain.
Maybe I already have, Billy. Fucking idiots.
They're not at my door. They ain't been here. I took 4 hits off that motherfucker. Don't drop it on the computer, Billy. Look at the fucking sides of that. Look at that. Look at the sides of that already. I took 4 hits off of one fucking bull. That shit's hard as a rock. It turns to fucking ash when you put the light to it. That's some dense shit right there. That's why I didn't roll a joint out of it.
Why don't you clean it? That's what happens.
I just bought it. That's the first time I used it. I was brand new. I just fucking used it.
You're an idiot.
Yeah, I did. Look at it.
You're an idiot.
Am I high? Do I look like I'm
You're
stoned?
an idiot. You haven't got a clue how to use the bong. You don't know how to smoke it.
So there you go.
Nobody cares about your fucking bong.
So
Anyway, bye, Billy. Bye. I've got better things to do, Billy. Bye, loser.
Bye. See you later.
Fuck that guy.
Bye. See you later.
Bye. Oh, shit to do.
Have fun moving. Hey, I'm sorry you got evicted. That sucks.
Listening to that fucking idiot.
That sucks getting
As
evicted.
soon as Billy speaks, I'm off.
You know
I'm
what I
off
mean?
there, mate. I'm gone, Billy. Bye-bye.
Bye. See you later. Peace, brother. Yeah. Acid. He's in his office now.
Oh, Billy. Got fucked up. Roughed up, man. Didn't we? Sad little cunt.
Look at them fucking skinny little arms. Look at them fucking things. Holy fuck. A 14-year-old girl could take you. Take a good look at yourself. What do you see? Do you need to get up and go pee? It looks like it. Look at the fucking black rings around his fucking eyes. Time is it? 8:53.
Yeah, there's no hot water, mate. Everyone can fuck off, man. Until I move out, no one's gets nothing. Son of a bitches. Yeah, Matt, you're fucked in the brain, Matt. You see, this new place I'm moving to is brand new building. Yeah, no one else lives there at the moment. I'm the only guy. It's going to be like that for a few months. No, it's not a house, it's their apartments, man. It's some luxury shit. Shit you never seen before, Matt. You know?
Busy.
Yeah, innit? I mean, he's stuck here with his woman in this one room. You know what I mean? It's fucked. It must stink in there, like two people in the one room like this. And they're fat. She's a fat cunt, and he ain't fucking that skinny either with his skin condition. It must be nasty. It is. And when they open the door, I can smell it from down here. They stink, man. So that's why he brings his new wife. Like, he's got an arranged marriage wife. His fucking dad and that has obviously helped him out with some money, and they put him in a place like this. Fucking hell. Welcome to London, bitch. Skinner's wife, isn't it? The arranged marriage fat bitch. Alright, Skinner's gonna be stuck here in this shit, dirty fucking house.
Yeah.
You know? And this house,
excuse me.
of me here. Isn't it? That's what this house is for him.
1 minute he's saying I'm chicken shit and he ruined my life, and now he's ignoring me. Same shit. Same shit. Sometimes I like peace and quiet. I like to hear what's going on around me. Not much happening there. All the hardliners are in Vegas. So all I'm going to do this, Matt, is there's 8 people watching, just hanging out. And I'm going to post the link. Make it last call. I've been live 3 hours and 2 minutes. Nobody wants to come up. I'm going to take off. I'm going to go and watch my new TV. Lay on the couch and watch TV. That's what I'm going to do. Fall asleep. Oh. Acid gave up on me. Friday. Tomorrow's Friday. This week went by fast. I got this thing plugged in, but it sucks the battery down quick. This thing's pretty powerful. I barely even used the features on it. Yeah, Tom, thanks for coming up, hanging out, making them squirm. So God bless everybody. I'll be back later, Tom. Yeah. He's tripping. He gave up on me, so I'm going to bed. It's what, 9 o'clock. If I go to bed now and fall asleep, I'll probably be up at 3. We're gonna go live as soon as I drop off. I'll probably miss it. Later, Tom. Bye, everybody.